favorite songs to life.
Because they go hand in hand. I love that we've gone back to the old South African model. Is it even a song if there aren't three dancers in front of you? I'm sorry, it's not even a real
Still
song.
learning those dances,
and we're going to have a festival to go with that little song and that anthem to see in the summer days, and we love that. Then from the beach days to bush breaks. Now you've got my attention. Woolworths has the whole family sorted for the holidays. Stylist Taryn Opelnell is here to show us how to level up your festive look wherever December takes you. You will stand out in the bush, you will stand out on the beach, you will stand out in the festival, you'll stand out at Emperor's where Amos is going to be playing, and you might even see you in the crowd and be like, come on up, yeah, and then you run up and you'll be like, ah. Oh, I don't need the internet kid anymore. I'm all right, I'm self-motivated. I can do it.
I'm feeling good, Grace feeling good. I hope you're feeling good this morning, Mzansi. One person that I've got to check in with, though, is Miss Kutle. Good morning, gorgeous. How's it going?
Good morning, everybody in Cape Town. Molweni kuninonke Mzansi. G and Carissa, I need you to help me say this, all right? 1, 2, 3. Amos, we wanna party.
Amos, we wanna party. You can hear it echoing off the mountain next to me here. We need a party.
All the way to Joburg, okay? He knows how to turn up the heat. Also, here in Johannesburg, we've got so much more planned for you, Mzansi. Later on, an unforgettable December story when one TikTok moment changed everything for a bus driver from right here in Joburg. Uromi Magold went viral with a single sentence, and today it's led to something extraordinary. She's not just driving one new car, but listen to this. She's giving away 31 Polo Vivos. Yes, she joins us this morning to tell us how one bucket could change your life too. I need you to sit back and relax and enjoy the show because there's so much more feel goodness coming your way. But first things first, okay? Let's find out what's happening in and around the world. Here are the news headlines with Carissa.
Well, thank you so much, Kutle. In your national news headlines to kickstart your Thursday, we begin here with a 43-year-old Zimbabwean, Edward Chitatsvi, appeared briefly in Belfast's Magistrates Court after being caught with 582 passports, and over 147,000 rand in cash. Now, Chitatsvi was arrested yesterday when police stopped his vehicle at Waterval Boven and discovered the passports, including 20,000 rand, in a plastic bag. Now, police say he was likely on his way to have the passports unlawfully stamped, with the cash intended as payments. Chitatsvi remains in custody while his residential details are confirmed and will return to court on charges of Immigration Act violations, fraud and money laundering. In other news in the country, the Municipal Demarcation Board handed over the final ward boundaries to the Independent Electoral Commission out in Centurion, marking a key milestone in the lead-up to local government elections next year. Now, IEC CEO Sai Mambobolo says the next step is checking if any new wards infringe on existing voting districts. Now, of 4,448 confirmed wards, some in Umkanyuda and Ekuteni remain pending due to court challenges. Now, over 2,000 objections were received, but authorities say all critical areas have been addressed to ensure free and fair elections. Taking a look further afield now at your international news-making headlines, where rebel forces have pushed into Uvira, the last government-held city in mineral-rich eastern DR Congo, sending thousands fleeing into neighboring Burundi as clashes intensified. Now, residents reported heavy artillery and chaotic gunfire that's on major streets despite last week's peace deal brokered by U.S. President Donald Trump between President Felix Tshisekedi as well as Rwanda's Paul Kagame. While M23 rebels claim to have liberated the city, South Kivu's governor insists the army and allied militia remain in control. Now, Burundi has since closed its border amid the escalating conflict. Meanwhile, Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado has been awarded the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize, and that's for her relentless work promoting democratic rights and striving for a peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy in Venezuela. Now, though she managed to leave Venezuela and reach Oslo, she was unable to attend the ceremony itself due to security concerns. Instead, her daughter accepted the honor on her behalf. Now, the award shines a spotlight on her long fight against authoritarianism and underscores global support for democracy as well as human rights. Let's close up your first bit of news by bringing it back home to Durban, whose much-loved beachfront is getting a vibrant lift with a sparkling R1 billion amusement park, and that's planned for Old Funworld site. The winning developer has been confirmed, and strong interest from major funders has helped the project reach its milestone. Now, construction is set for completion in 2027 and is expected to create about 1,500 jobs, giving the local economy a cheerful boost. The development forms part of the city's broader push to grow tourism, revitalize the coastline, and encourage visitors to enjoy longer stays. Now, set on prime seaside land, the new park strengthens Durban's long-term vision of remaining South Africa's favorite coastal getaway. And they do call it South Africa's playground for a reason, and we hope that you will have all the fun there. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Time now for your first bit of sports.
Thank you so much, my friend. You can see the excitement on my face. The Boks are back in local action. The DHL Stormers, they hosted Rochelle in Gqeberha on Saturday with some major reinforcements back in the lineup. Warwick Galant and Kobus Reinach return alongside Sasha Feinberg and Gomazulu in a reshaped and very fit-looking backline, while JD Schikkeling, he partners Captain Salman Morat with the big boys up front. Damian Willemse gets rested as a precaution, understandable with the amount that he's played this year, with the Stormers now sticking to a 6-2 bench split for the high-intensity Champions Cup clash. Going to be great to see the Boks settle back into franchise action. Now, we stay with our national sporting duties right now. South Africa got a bit of a wake-up call yesterday. They fell to a 4-1 sharp, disciplined India in their third World Cup preparation match. That was at a packed Hartley Vale. So thanks for showing up as well. Now, despite creating several chances and 5 first-half penalty corners, in fact, the hosts trailing 2-0 at the break, Michael Horan was able to pull one back, but India's quality proving decisive. Both sides gaining valuable minutes ahead of the upcoming tournament. So certainly vital experience at this phase of their season. Now let's bring it back home for more cricket as Jordan Homan's superb 134 lifted the Warriors to 277 for 6 and a 117-run lead over the Dragons. While at the Wanderers, Zubair Hamza, he struck 115 as the Lions closed on 293 for 6 up against Boland. And then in Centurion, Dayan Khalim's fighting 49 not out dragged the Titans to 196 for 9, just holding a 71-run advantage over the Dolphins in their encounter. But all shaping up nicely heading into the weekend. Some phenomenal European football on action, and the big guns came out last night. Man City, they fought back to beat Real Madrid 2-1 at the Bernabeu, deepening pressure on Xavi Alonso, while Bayer Leverkusen, they earned a dramatic 2-2 draw against Newcastle thanks to an 88th minute Alejandro Grimaldo equalizer. Then Arsenal, they are looking good this year. They stayed perfect in the UEFA Champions League phase, at least, with Noni Madueke's brace, leading to a dominant 3-0 win over Club Brugge. We'll touch on those headlines as we progress this morning. We'll do our next bulletin at around 7 o'clock. Let's give you now a nice comprehensive breakdown of the weather today and throw forward a little bit.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's see what's happening in your weather around the country, and we get started out with Polokwane. Now, today brings cloudy skies earlier on in Polokwane, gradually becoming partly cloudy by the afternoon. Now, starting off with a low of 16 and a high of 25 degrees, it will feel cool with high temperatures reaching mid-25. Now, you can expect a slight chance of rain, but here's a quick look at the rest of the week. 25 today, 29 as we head into the weekend. Out in Johannesburg this morning, Thursday, we'll see morning clouds giving way to partial sunshine by the afternoon. Now, it will feel cool with high temperatures reaching a mid-23 degrees. The UV index will be very high, so do take precautions today, but winds will be moderate from the north. Right now, let's take a look at the summary forecast for the rest of the week from now all the way through into next week, Wednesday. Out in Bloemfontein this morning, it brings a mix of both clouds and sunshine, with a high reaching a scorching 30 degrees out in Bloemfontein today. Now, winds will be moderate, generally from the southwest. Here's a quick look at the sun intensity in and around Bloem for the rest of your week. Seems like today is going to be the hottest until Sunday. And that brings us into Durban, South Africa's playground. Now for Thursday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a slight chance of rain in the morning. Temperatures will start off with a low of 21 but reach a high of 26. But there you can see the rest of your week leading into the weekend with some very good weather for Durban. Moving on over to East London, Thursday brings a much sunnier look and outlook for you. We'll see mostly sunny skies and strong winds from the southeast, with temperatures reaching a high of 28 degrees with that low of 22. But here's a look at the rest of your week. All right, let's move over to Ebeja. It's GQ. Today is looking very warm with abundant sunshine for much of the day, starting off with a moderate 20 and reaching that high of 29 degrees today. Now, we'll experience strong winds from the southeast with gusts up to 27 kilometers per hour. But as for the rest of the week going into the weekend, it's cooling down just slightly out in GQ, but looking good nonetheless. Gorgeous Georgia up next. Thursday looks very warm with partly cloudy skies. You'll see a low of 17 with a high of 32 degrees. A beautiful sunny day there. Now, winds will be moderate from the east throughout the day. But as far as the rest of your week is concerned, let's have a look. Today will be the hottest as the temperatures do vary until next week, Wednesday. That brings us over to Knysna, where today brings very warm weather with temperatures climbing from 19 to a nice little scorcher there, 31 degrees out in Knysna. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day with moderate winds with a speed of 29 kilometers per hour from the east. 31 degrees is what you can expect today. For the rest of the week, it cools down slightly heading into the weekend, which does bring some relief. Ending off in the mother city is a quick look at the sun intensity in and around Cape Town over the next 2 days. Now do plan accordingly. You can expect to see partly cloudy skies, 17 low, 24 high is what you can expect today with moderate winds to strong winds from the south. As for the weekend, it is cooling down just slightly in Cape Town. Maybe no beach days, but definitely an outdoorsy walk for you. Well, that is your weather for the hour. We'll get in again at 7 o'clock. For now, though, that brings us into your sunrise view of this hour. And representing East London, we have got Keith Dyer. So let's delve straight into what you have brought us this morning. Listen, 28 degrees is what you can expect on your side. But the way it's looking, Keith, my goodness, I'm thinking that is definitely a slice of heaven with the gorgeous sun just bursting through the clouds there, letting you know that you're going to have a beautiful Thursday. And let's hope that that carries into the weekend. Well done, Keith, on making your country proud. And on this number, 063 036 9649, you can do the exact same, Mzansi. We look forward to seeing your beautiful pictures. For now, though, let's delve into the first bit of conversation for the morning.
Yes, clearly we are ready for summer. Keith, beautiful photo. You are ready for the day, but are you ready for the trifle? Are you ready for the menu? I know high pressure if you are hosting, if you are the person who is going to be bringing everybody into your festive space. So we thought we'd take the edge off and just see how y'all are getting on this morning in that. I'm going to say showstopper because it will be, my friend, it will be. Let's start the conversation on our social streets right now. And if you head over there, you will find the question, are you ready? What's going into the trifle? What makes the ultimate festive Christmas trifle? We want to hear from you. And I know it can be relatively simple. It can be custard, it can be jelly, just fruits, it can be all of the above. It could be a secret something that you put in.
You forgot the sponge cake.
Okay. With you, I was a bit nervous there. It could have gone any direction. You know why I think fish is always going to just come onto the menu magically whenever you...
I'm not a big fan of trifle because usually the sponge gets a little bit too soggy
at the bottom.
But if you make it right, then I'll have a little taste.
Is it because the sponge is at the bottom and then it gets a
soggy bottom? Nobody likes a soggy bottom.
No one likes it. So I want to ask from you guys, please, because I have a feeling you got this down. Okay, I think you know exactly what's going into your trifle. Share with us. Maybe there's a secret recipe. Maybe you put in a little bit of something.
Ooh, flake is usually the way to go. I know that one, yeah.
I like that. I'm thinking some peppermint crisp could creep in, but that's a whole different dessert. It's South African. We love it. It's something that you can get creative, but it's also something that generally gets passed down from generation to generation. So don't be the generation that messes it up. We want to hear from you. What's going in the trifle? In fact, what is your Christmas lunch looking like? And you can hit us up on the socials. Team has been putting out some amazing content this week, so please go and spend some time there. Just enjoy it. And you'll also pick up a few things coming up on the show today.
Oh my gosh, speaking about Christmas lunch, we're going to give you a cheat sheet when it comes to putting it all together. I know Jenny Morris is coming around, and anytime she does, we know we're in for a good time. And then, of course, Mr. Amos. He came with the music, and we're about to get down.
He is coming with a whole festival. Yo, if you are up north, you are invited. It is official, and we will connect with him and you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we are back indeed. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, live and in charge right here on S3. South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, the names of the world. This morning, we are joined by Amos, the man behind massive hits like Mcimbini and Fatela. And now the voice of summer with Masipala Bomdance. The song celebrates the dancers and digital creators who bring music to life. Plus, Amos is turning that celebration into a full-scale event with the launch of Dance or Festival with Amos happening on the 19th of December at Emperor's Palace. Ladies and gentlemen, Amos is in the building. Come on.
Jungle. Sunborn.
Good morning. Thank you so much for waking early.
Thank you for having me.
Joining us. It really is so good to have you here. Let's start off with the reception of your recent single, right? Masipala Bomdance. So how's that going?
Ooh, amazing. And it's in about Masipala Bomdance, I must say. Shout out to the guys that helped me to put the song together. The reception has been quite amazing, especially now that we are launching this dopest, biggest dance event, Dance Festival. People are starting to hop in, you know, because that's one of the requirements to be part of the competition. That's for the song, post, and whoever that is most liked gets to the next round, and yeah, man, we've been doing quite well with that.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Bridging the gap between the dance and the music. I mean, they coexist at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to find out from you. You've mentioned that you see yourself as a versatile musician. How do you believe that this festival, Okoqala, and secondly, the latest single, really showcases that, a different side of who you are?
You know, that's a good question because most people were like, Amos, but we know you in songwriting, Yako, your soulful music. So what happened? Why dance? You know, so being versatile is very important. In this case, I saw a gap, I saw a market and a need to go to man. There is dancers out there who always promote our music through TikTok challenges, and yet we are multi-award-winning artists. And it's not just us, but also they've also contributed so much in our careers. So versatility is very important.
I mean, a huge shout out to you for paying homage to the dancers and really giving them a platform to showcase their skills and their talent.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we know about and love about you and your music is that you are a champion for collaboration. I'm talking about DJ Maphorisa, Mass Music, Kabza De Small. Who do you see yourself collaborating with next?
That's a good question. I don't know, mhlambe Beyonce,
Yeah, speak on it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think I've worked with quite everybody in the industry right now, yeah, boss. So, especially Lamzans, maybe internationally, yeah. I think the pinnacle it is the likes of Beyonce.
We're taking it internationally.
Absolutely.
Fully. Now let's bring it back down to South A. Umdanso Festival with Amos is taking place on the 19th of December at the Empress Palace. Talk to us about how this journey has been so far. How much talent have you seen here in South Africa?
There is a lot of talent, you know, there is a lot of talent. And this journey actually taught me a lot that dancers put so much work behind the scenes. You know, just a simple TikTok challenge. It looks simple, but there's a lot of practice that goes in all of that, you know. And I've also been, you know, taking a few lessons, rehearsals, and I've just entered into the space of dance. So, yeah, man, there's a lot. And definitely there is talent out there. It just needs direction. It needs to be properly packaged. But there is talent there, and it's people that really need us to, you know, be there for them and believe in them. And most importantly, abazali, I'd really urge abazali to, you know, to support abantwana with this initiative. Show up in 19th December, Danso Fest. You know, come support us. Dance activity as guys. No.
It's art.
It's art, yes, it is art. And you know, there's something also I've noticed, Kuti, you can't dance when you are angry. You know, it uplifts your mood, man. 100%. You know, so yeah, shout out to Umasipala Umdanso. Please buy your tickets, guys. Slangan Empress Palace, and have a great time.
On the 19th of December. I mean, I love the fact that you are acknowledging Ukbana. Dancing is 50% of the work, and then the other, of course, is the music, is Tisana in that way. Where do you envision this entire initiative going in the future?
Ooh, this is huge. And during the course of AMA selection, AMA auditioning, that's when we see interaction yabantu, you know, the interest of dancers out there, which no man. This thing is bigger than us.
Yeah.
I understand. This is a great initiative. Abantwana bebalindele all along. And we could only imagine, man.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's huge. It's huge.
It's got a bright future for sure.
It has. I won't lie. It has. You know, I'm seeing it as. I mean, when last did we had what's this? Chigamachi. So ngibona ngalelo lihlo, but in a bigger scale.
100%.
In a bigger scale, maybe like idols, but in a bigger space. Yeah.
Also, you think you can dance, but also we are bringing it down to abantu South.
And not just on the screens, but reach out to the people in Lokshini, you know, because that's where this thing originates from.
Of course.
Harvest them from Egasi, inspire them, motivate them, you know, to come forth and execute.
Beautiful. Now, before we leave, I need you to talk to us about who will be in the judging panel. I know Bontle is going to be there, right?
Bontle is going to be there in the judging panel. Tom London is going to be there, I know. There's quite a lot of people.
Yeah, some formidable.
Oh, no. Is it Zamani, Mr. Vugani
as well.
Vugani, he's always choreography. He always helps me out with choreography, but it's an old choreography.
Stunning.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we've got time experience in the judging panel.
Mm-hmm,
Amos, thank you so much for joining us here on your Feel Good Breakfast
Thank
show.
you.
This initiative is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for really unearthing the talent of South African youth. I know the 19th is going to be beautiful.
It's going to be amazing.
It truly is going to be amazing. Now, namhlanje nibonile ukubana inkqubo yethu siqale kakuhle. We just want to say a huge thank you to Amos for always being, you know, not only the life of the party, but also the life giver when it comes to talent and unearthing nje ubumnandi apha eSouth and really pushing South African youth when it comes to the arts. Now, I have a challenge for my Cape Townians. Can you pull off a move or two right now, hey? Nitini, what's your December vibe looking like?
We've been doing this. I think we haven't stopped vibing like this since the sun came out. You don't understand. Once Emperors kicks off, because I used to do gigs there when season hit, and
It's
then you knew
insane.
once the festivals hit Emperors, we are on our way.
Wow.
Amos, I love you, guy. Did you see that lineup?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to have to really tempt you to stay indoors for the next few days, but I think we've got that handled.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
because why? Look at it. It's so beautiful. It's day 4 of Clover Crush's 10 days of 10 giveaways, and the festive excitement just keeps on growing.
It really does. And as you know, Berry and Cherry have been causing chaos all over the
So
studio,
naughty.
including the fridge, everywhere. But now it's time to feel the magic because we're announcing our very first 2 winners this morning.
Pew, 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 pew. Absolutely amazing. So we've absolutely loved your entries. Thank you so much. Great creativity. The chaos, yes, the festive fun. That's exactly what we wanted, demanded, in fact. And you've truly delivered. Thank you so much. Berry and Cherry would be very proud. And I think they've been inspired, and they've inspired a few of your mischievous moments at home. And we've received so many fantastic entries across both the Expresso and the Clover Crush pages. So thank you so much. Choosing them was pretty tough.
Oh my gosh, what a challenge. I did not want to be in our position, but as much as we'd love to give everyone a prize today, we can only crown 2 viewer elves. And now the first 2 who've impressed the Crush Festive squad are, drumroll please.
Ba, 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 ba. A big congratulations to Saleho Machariso! Yeah, dramatic photo and Nazreen Cole.
Yes, Nazreen.
Yay! Another dramatic photo.
Oh, my goodness.
Such amazing photos. Congratulations to both of them. Let's look at their winning comments.
Yes.
But we've also got them on the line, and I want to hear their beautiful voices. Good morning, Saleho and Nazreen. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Oh, very
Hi.
good. So we'll try and be clear to who we are talking to as we go, because I think
100%.
Carissa and I, we love talking over each other, so we don't want the same for you.
True. But it is time to check out what each of you have said across the socials of course, Clover Crush, as well as Expresso. And congratulations once again, ladies. So let's see what we got into to have crowned you guys winners. The comments are rolling in. Saleho, you have said this naughty elf was busy stealing my Clover Crush
Never.
cranberry and cherry juice, but I caught him before he could ride off on his little bicycle. Clearly the festive season's getting out of hand at my house. I mean, Saleho, is the chaosing?
Yes, the elf is definitely not. He's very naughty. He's very naughty.
I can
he
see
doesn't
it.
want to understand.
And I will
Because
check where he got that bike. Oh, he is naughty. Saleho, well, I'm glad you caught him just in time, okay? So keep your eyes open. Let's see how Nazreen earned her spot against our beautiful advent calendar right here. And bring up her comment. There was, the elves are at it again. Oh, my word.
Whoa.
Explain yourself. I love that so much.
Is he in a burrito like a wrap?
It's gonna... Nazreen, I love you because I am a parent. I have 2 young kids and I too am running out of ideas here. I love you so much. The creativity is amazing. So
Wow.
thank you to both of you. You understood the brief, you jumped on board and you absolutely nailed it. And I think our elves would be very proud, but we have something else in store for the 2 of you. So I'm going to
Okay.
ask.
Oh,
She's looking very lucky today. Are you feeling lucky
I'm
today?
feeling so lucky for my girls, and I really hope behind box number 1 is something so special. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay, I want to vibe.
I'm going to do it in
I'm
3,
channeling.
2, 1. Let's see what you've won.
Yeah!
Oh my goodness!
Ladies, you have just won yourself a Hisense 55-inch
Oh my
TV
God.
valued at
Thank you.
7,299 rand.
Wow!
I
Wow.
promise you, this isn't the TV. It's much bigger. In real life, it's like 55 inches. Congratulations. That
Oh
is
my God,
amazing.
thank you so much.
Oh, Saleho, I know
Thank
you can do a
you.
funny elf trick with the TV on
Yeah.
YouTube. You can download a broken TV screen. So you can even try that and play a trick on the elves. But how are you feeling, Saleho, after winning probably the best Christmas present ever?
Yes, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Oh, man, that's so good that you were leading with gratitude. Nazreen, how are you feeling?
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. And thanks to the elf.
Yeah, I know. It's the one and only times we can say thank you to the elves.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, I'm just
How
nervous as to
incredible
what
is
my elves
that?
are getting up to at home. But if it's going to lead to a 55-inch TV, you are welcome in my house. It's okay. Guys, thank you so much for taking part. Congratulations and all the best of luck because you can enter again. That's the joy of the naughty elves. Their job is not done.
Not at all, ladies. Well done once again. Now, these two 55-inch smart TVs have officially been claimed
Wow.
back. The festive fun is just getting started. Now, there are still amazing prizes up for grabs, including the following: an air fryer worth 1,799 Rand, a
Nice.
Field Bar drinks box cooler, 10 litres valued at 2,699 Rand. I've got my eyes on that one.
I
eh?
love that, man. I'm thinking a nice Christmas present for you. Le Creuset voucher worth 4,000 Rand. Or the Whopper. We've got a 536-litre four-door water dispensing fridge valued at just under 70,000 Rand.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, wow.
Okay, so to enter, simply head to the competition posts on Expresso or even Clover Crush's social media pages. Snap a pic showing us what your elves have been getting up to with your crushed cranberry and cherry juice at home. But don't forget to include that tag at Clover Crush and use the hashtag CrushFestive.
Oh, if that's how we got started, just imagine. Our next two winners will be announced tomorrow. So if you haven't entered yet, get snapping and then join the festive fun. And it is a lot of fun. The competition closes midday Wednesday, 17 December. But you can find T's and C's on our website. And all the best of luck. We'll see you for a festive hack after this.
Only you can make my day.
Summer's heating up, and so are the prizes with Plascon's Win All Summer Competition. Stand to win the ultimate holiday to the Maldives with 200,000 Rand, plus loads of weekly and monthly prizes. From shopping vouchers, JBL speakers, cash prizes, and unforgettable getaways to either Dubai, Zanzibar, Cape Town, or Vic Falls. To enter, simply spend 1,000 Rand or more on any Plascon product and choose one of 4 easy ways to submit your entry. Competition closes 28 February. T's and C's apply. Win all summer with Plascon.
my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining the fun this morning. Getting a lot more festive, and that's understandable. I think the finish line is there for a lot of us, and we start dreaming about the smells in our kitchen, the food we're going to eat. But time is running short. Christmas lunch doesn't have to mean chaos in the kitchen running out of time. Not when Clover Crush is bringing the flavor and the hacks we promised them. Let's deliver. Today we are giving you a Christmas lunch cheat sheet of sorts. 3 festive, foolproof ways to use crushed cranberry cherry as your secret ingredient, from savory to sweet, and I'm handling the savory and I'm loving it, to sparkling even. These are shortcuts that make you look like a holiday hero with half, no, a third, no, even less, 1/5
Zero
of the effort.
effort.
Zero effort. Actually, no effort at all. I've just got to do the same amount of effort I would to have a drink of Clover Crush.
Right.
That's just pour
Pour
a
it
cup.
in a glass.
So that's what I'm on the savory duty. So maybe I should start for the mains. Take a look at that gammon.
The smell alone in studio is actually...
You know, when it looks so good, you got to test to see if it's real. Where you just like, is that fake?
I
Is
will
that
taste to see if it's real
because
too.
it's amazing. Gammon is very, very special
Yeah.
to me. Because of the flavor profile, you get a bit of that sweet, funky umami. It just blends everything. The secret is in the soak. How are we going to glaze it? Because there's lots of beautiful sugars in there that we want to bring out. So
What do you
we've got
have?
a gorgeous glaze. And of course, at the heart of it all, look, it must be festive because it's got a Christmas tree on
So
it.
cute.
Okay. The blend of cranberry and cherry. And I think that is perfect for a festive flavor palette.
I've been
So I'm
drinking
gonna
that with a straw, just the whole bottle, just with a
Oh
straw
no, that's
and
why I've
sip
kept it on
away.
this side of the studio. Just keep it away
I love
from
it
you.
so much.
And this, obviously, we're merging, blending the flavors, so not too hot or high. I'm going to put about a cup in.
Okay.
It's a big gammon, eh?
Yeah.
I might put a little bit more.
That's the most effort it will take, just cooking.
There we go. That's it. Done. And I love it because gammon is like 3 days worth of food in
Yeah.
between Christmas and Boxing Day. Right?
Exactly.
That's how
Sandwiches,
exactly.
salads.
Do you even eat gammon normally as a part of a normal meal? I don't think so. Okay, some Dijon mustard.
Oh, nice.
Because is it even fancy if you haven't said the word Dijon before you've put it in? It makes me nervous when they've given us this much salt.
a lot of
I'm guessing
Because gammon is actually salty. It's very...
already been brined.
It's like
yeah,
bacon, hey?
Yeah, I'm assuming a lot of the cured meats that you'll get in that sense already have a very high salt content.
What's that?
Don't sniff so much that it's going to all go up your nose, but you get that.
It's not cinnamon.
It's like, whoa,
Nutmeg?
it's heady.
No.
Cloves.
Oh, it's
Cloves.
it's cloves.
Cloves, ground cloves.
I usually see them in the full form. Yeah.
Very exciting. It's the kind of things I feel very grown up when you get to use a clove. I'm going to do the whole thing. because
Okay, we're going
it's
in.
dangerous like that.
I think we can turn up.
A little bit of sugar,
Nice.
bit of acid, and a bit more sweet. We've got some honey going in. I would think a good maple syrup as well would be absolutely amazing.
I can
Something like
see
this, a
that.
bit more earthy. We will then mix you together with my famous
Your mini
whisk. Okay, but that's savory. And then here you've got your glaze, and you just keep layering it on, lathering it on.
Wow. Throughout the cooking process, take it out, put it on.
100%. I would just keep putting it on non-stop, to be honest.
Could you serve it as a side as well, as like a gravy?
Give it a go.
Why not?
See,
The
just try.
cloves are smelling like cloves in
It
here.
does smell very festive. So that's ticking all the flavor note boxes for me. Boom.
Okay, let me tell you about the mocktail that you'll have on the side along with it. So our kitchen fairies, you can catch the recipe on expressoshow.com, have made a beautiful cinnamon syrup, which I've never tried before, but the smell of this alone, that is incredible.
little,
Yes, get a whiff,
cinnamon
get a whiff.
syrup?
Right?
That is very exciting to me.
And look at the consistency. Oh, that is perfection.
You talk about like your bespoke desserts and little moments at the festive table, something like this. People are going to be
It's
like,
a showstopper,
wow,
hey? They'll say Carissa's been up to no good. All right, so that goes in. And then you could use sparkling water, soda water, tonic water. We throw that in as well.
Wow.
And then we're going to go in with some citrus. So definitely playing with all of the flavors here.
And it's almost like it's got a nice, fresh African vibe about it, but you're still paying
100%.
homage to the Christmas palettes, you know, the
Yes.
wow. But
Cherries,
I'm thinking
and
it's like
then
a
some of your cheese.
deconstructed, reconstructed mocktail cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay, no, there's no cocktail.
There's
It's
no
just mocktail.
cocktail,
It's just
promise.
mocktail, but
Just the tail.
there could be. You could dream about such things. That
Only
is
on the 25th.
gorgeous. My mixologist friend over here
I
you
have
not
been
just
really practicing, and we tried to do this the other day where you sip it through the cinnamon stick. It didn't quite work.
absolutely beautiful?
Mix
And
it
I'm thinking we
around.
just use this, reduce it down, seeing as we're in a making syrups kind of mode. The derivatives here for the festive table, I think we're going to be able to find about 20 recipes that you can introduce this beautiful flavor profile. In fact, push the boat out yourself. Let us know. Just like that, Christmas lunch made simple, festive, and full of crushed flavor. We got mains, we got desserts, we got pre-pre's done as well. Absolutely awesome. All full of that crushed flavor. So if you'd like to try any of these recipes, they are waiting for you on our websites. All we demand is photos to show us once it's done. Oh man, our kitchen is smelling like Christmas. And then congratulations to our first two winners again, who have each walked away with an amazing 55-inch smart TV. Congratulations. If you haven't entered Clover Crush's festive competition yet, don't miss your chance. Please snap a pic of what your elves have been up to with Clover Crush Cranberry and Cherry. Tag the @Clover Crush team and then use that qualifying hashtag #CrushFestive, please. Your festive fun could win you one of the next incredible prizes. We're talking 55-inch TVs. Who knows? We could be announcing your name on the show tomorrow.
Oh, I'm very excited. Am I allowed to take my festive drink and go have a festive moment?
Yes.
Okay,
I
thank you so
demand
much.
it.
Thank you
I
so much.
demand it. So what are you going to have fun with at your festive table? How can you get creative? What can you do with a Clover Crush that we maybe haven't thought of? We'd love to hear from your hacks as well. You can hit us up on the socials and find a whole lot of festive inspiration. I've also seen Jenny Morris step into studio, so the festive delights are going to continue. I would imagine something sweet will be loading in just a moment.
All right, now that we've got the food sorted, let's get into the real work over here. Now, we all have our own study habits. Some use highlight everything. Some take the neatest notes in the world, and others just color code like it's an Olympic sport. And you know what? By any means, as long as you get the notes in your head, that is what's important. So if you want to win an amazing year supply of Artline Back to School stationery worth a whopping 5,000 Rand for the new year, just listen up to this. All you have to do is answer our competition question. Now, we've got three options for you. Are you
Okay.
team notes with the fine liners, team highlights with the highlighters,
Ooh.
or team color with the coloring pens? Tell us which one.
It's a tough one. I know. Maybe you cross over into others. Give us a good answer, justify it, and you could still win. Tell us which one you are and why. Perfectly fine to be all three, I think. And then make sure you use that qualifying hashtag @ArtlineAfrica. You went straight for a highlighter.
I did. It's the only thing I can use on the whiteboard besides
Did you
the
use a
whiteboard
permanent
markers.
marker on my whiteboard yesterday? Or was that Raul? Just blame Raul. He's not here.
His name is there, so I'm going to blame him.
Exactly. Absolutely love it. So if Artline had to build a starter pack based on your study personality, I want you to
Ooh.
think about it this at home. Which three products would it include and why?
Okay.
Definitely the chonky chonks.
Chonky chunks is involved.
Just because sometimes you've got to make a statement and be bold, right?
I also love a fine liner. Like, I love it so much. And then a highlighter. But you start with a fine liner and then you go and highlight the notes afterwards. And then, of course, you add some pizzazz and color. You color inside or outside the lines if you would like to. And then
Why-
you just have some fun with it at the
Why
end of the
did
day.
you say that when you
I'm
were
just-
looking at me? I wasn't that
however-
far out
however
of
you do it.
the lines. Okay, well, let's hear from you guys. How do you classify yourself in the stationery stakes? Tracy saying, good morning, right back at you. Artline ballpoint pens, markers and highlighters, metallic highlighters.
Yes.
Wow, she knows what she wants.
Those ones are great. Thank you, Tracy, for
love
that,
that.
reminder. Let's see what we've got next. Vicky Pillay, Artline pens. Yes, highlighters, tick. Bullet and
Nice.
chisel assorted markers. Because I think that is what Chunky Chunks is.
I
A bullet and chisel. Hey?
bullet and chisel,
the
yeah.
angled line.
He gives you like a different dynamic.
Yeah. Some people love the smell of cookies.
It's, for me, it's the
Oh, I like
visual
that too.
representation that just lasts in my mind. But there is something being proactive about taking notes and working through the notes when you get visual is a great learning tool if you haven't discovered it as yet. There is something about just having the stationery that inspires you to get a little more excited about studying.
It's
just
true.
that alone. But we know they've got literally every modality covered. So if you want to enter, simply head over to the competition post and tell us why using the hashtag #ArtlineAfrica. That competition ends Friday the 19th of December, so just over a week. But of course, those T's and C's do apply.
I love it. Okay, today I've created 2 flowers and a quote for the nation. It says, "Student for life." Of
Okay.
life.
Of life. For life. I like that.
Either way, we'll be back straight after this break. Grab a coffee. I think I need one, and we'll see you straight after this.
Buy one of the T-shirts. It's going to look great, I think.
Mrs. Vols brings the flavor, so bring your festive magic. Create a dish using your favorite Mrs. Vols product and you could win your share of 40,000 Rand. Simply share a picture of your Mrs. Vols festive recipe on the competition post on Expresso's social pages using hashtag Mrs. Vols Festive Challenge. And the presenter matched to your flavor will recreate your dish live on air with your guidance. Entries close 18 December. T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we get very excited about this particular conversation. This is in the Expresso lane with the school shortage facing many South African communities at the moment. And then, of course, the rising cost of private education. The need for more accessible and innovative tech-driven schooling has never been clearer. Evolve Online High School is helping bridge that gap right now by redesigning the learning experience through cutting-edge initiatives, and it is bearing fruit in the most dynamic way. And joining us to unpack their recent win at the Reimagine Education Awards in London is Executive Head of School, Colin Northmore. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I know we don't have a studio audience. Can our 3 cameramen please give a resounding round of applause? Thank you to our social media team as well. Congrats, man. Before we get into the award, because I know educators don't do what you do for awards, that comes through an educated child.
Side effect, yeah.
What a nice side effect to have. So take a moment to appreciate that, because it's on the back of very successful shifts, and I'm going to use the pivot word because we had to with education. So talk us through how you guys have set yourself up. What do you represent in the education space?
So we are a digital platform where parents who wish to homeschool or who are at very remote places where they can't access traditional education have an option for a really high quality
Top
IB
tier.
or Cambridge matric Yeah.
I love that. And it feels like one of those connecting the dots that should have happened a long time ago, because when you do it and you see the potential, once you feed that,
Oh, yeah.
what can happen? People are noticing. Globally, people are noticing. I know you don't do it for the accolades, but when your peers, when other educators across the globe recognize that you're onto something good and want to tell the world about that, that is a good thing. Talk us through this award and what
So
that means.
this award recognizes innovation, and it shows that innovation is possible, you know, at international levels right here in South Africa. We don't need to stand back. We don't need to be impressed by everyone else when we ourselves are capable of such great innovation. And what I really love about this award is it recognizes this perfect mix of educational technology and caring for children, because
there we
that's
go.
where the award came from.
Why lead with purpose first? Because clearly you do. And I have this conversation with big energy companies, with big political organizations. Everyone is shifting to purpose strategically now, because it's the only way everyone can know where we're going at any given moment. But for you guys, there is a deeper emotional purpose here, pulling everyone in the same direction. What is that purpose?
It's about trying to find a way in this kind of world where you know, with AI, with all the technology, kids are going to need a different pathway to finding the learning they need to be successful in the future. And we can't continue to do what worked in the past. It doesn't work for our kids in the future. I think education has always been purpose first. I think it's one of the features of education, but I do think that it's slow to change. And so if we can guide and be a sort of a bright light and a spotlight on how this change is possible with the resources we have here in our country and in Africa.
I mean, our technology then becomes quantum speed.
Correct, correct. It's a force multiplier.
And it's amazing. And the big tech companies realize this about South Africa and other sort of African entities. So jump on board. When we can layer in this kind of social development with the technology, magic starts to happen. So now that you've been given this stamp of approval, not that you ever really needed it, but you must be looking forward with fresh eyes.
Sure.
What are you most excited
Sure. Well,
about?
I mean, you know, we've been at this edge of innovation, but now comes the time to take that to scale, to really have an impact. You know, you mentioned at the beginning how difficult it is to find a quality education for parents. The amount of money you can spend on your children's education gets smaller and smaller each year. We've got to find different solutions, and we believe Evolve has found that solution for most parents in South Africa.
And it also speaks to a much bigger picture plug-in. And technology at the moment is all about scale and how quickly, because they know, turn the switch on, everything changes. It is so dynamic. I absolutely love that. If we want to plug in, if we want to access the education, or we want to partner with you in the way that you are doing education, how do we connect?
Well, our website, Evolve Online, is the quickest way. We run webinars for parents every Monday evening. We're part of Advotech, so we're part of a much bigger organization. You know, Africa's
It's called it a
biggest,
strategic network.
we're Africa's biggest private education provider. But for a little school like ours to be able to draw on the resources of this, you know, multinational, effectively JSE-listed company, that's what gives us the kind of punch that I think, you need nowadays to really break through at scale.
I'm going to ask you from a parent's perspective, because I think a lot of us, it's good to look at the bigger picture, but then our own hopes and fears and lived experience kicks in. When we're looking at next year, what advice do you have for parents who are looking to pivot, or maybe looking at this as being the next phase?
My favorite advice is the phrase, "Oh, how interesting." When things go wrong with children, don't always start with, "Oh, how interesting." When you know you haven't handed your work in on time, that's fascinating, okay? "Oh, how interesting" is always followed by, "What happened? What are you going to do about it? And how are you going to prevent it from happening in the future?" Because what you mostly want to teach your children is agency, is to take responsibility and to be the drivers of their own success.
When having this conversation with them, and sorry, I'm becoming quite self-indulgent now, but the educational models are shifting in favor of the children now in a way that just feels just so right. Maybe we've become a little too institution-driven over the last few years. But if I'm having this conversation with my child, how do I broach this in going in this kind of direction?
So, what you're going to want to focus on are the soft skills. Ironically, in an age of AI, something that really matters is, can children solve problems? Can they work in a team? Can they give and
Land in the
receive
real
feedback?
world.
And very often, what they're learning academically serves only to provide them with a foundation to actually do the things that really matter. I would say to you as a parent, though, don't put your head in the sand around AI. This is a wrecking ball in education, and one of the things that Evolve has done is right on the cusp of adopting what's possible with that. Always keep the human in the loop.
Oh, for sure. No, and it's where you've put the gateway. There are certain gateways that need to be, and this is big talk internationally when it comes to
Correct.
safety within AI, we get that, but also when unlocking the potential. And more South African companies are realizing that the gateway needs to be here because the resources are here.
All right, yeah.
The mental power is here.
I'm sure we're all inspired by the story of the Springboks and Rassie and how, and I think that's really what I'm inspired by here. Is if I look at how our teachers and parents and students have all come together to make an environment that makes this award possible. So this award is a side effect.
It's
it
a
really
community
is. It's just
award, I think.
we've
yeah.
done what we want to do to make sure we personalize learning for children. And I think that's the big difference from the institutional approach, is for the first time technology is at a point where truly I can give a child what they need, when they need it, and move them backwards and forwards in the curriculum to keep those gaps as small as possible in their learning.
Fine tuning. Absolutely love what you represent. So glad that you did get the validation.
Thank you.
I know educators never need it, but if you've got any in your life, in your space, make sure
Yes,
that you
please.
do validate what they do. It can be a thankless job, but I love the network that is evolving around Evolve Online School. Absolutely incredible the way they are reimagining education for a new generation, and I think this generation is ready. Making learning more accessible first off, democratizing, if you will, more supportive, more future fit. And if you want to discover more about their approach or enroll your child, you can visit their website today, and I suggest you do.
Well, listen, it's all about more wins and more thrills when you play Daily Lotto, and that one is for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot. But then you get the new Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot, and it all goes down today on this wonderful Thursday. So do not get left behind, okay, Mzansi? Buy your tickets now in store, or you can head to the website nationallottery.coza. There is the mobile app, there is cell phone banking you could use, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529# for your USSD. Now, all these details are on our Expresso social pages, so don't hold back. Go and check them out, give us a like, a follow, and make sure that you get yourself in the running to win up to so much money. It's Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand, and then Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot. It all goes down today, and as you consider those numbers, we'll take the shortest break and be back straight after this.
Get ready to spin and win with World Sports Betting. Every Friday morning on Expresso, one lucky viewer will walk away with up to 5,000 Rand in cash. Want in? Simply head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram or X pages and answer the weekly question and include #World Sports Betting. Don't miss your chance to turn your Friday morning into a winning one. T's and C's apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. World Sports Betting, where every spin could be a win.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
With just a minute after 7 o'clock, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso right here on S3, and how we get started is with your national news headlines. Now, Cabinet has welcomed a decline in serious and violent crimes in the first two quarters of the 2025 financial year, with murder rates falling 6.5% in quarter one and 11.5% in quarter two. Now, Minister in the Presidency, Kumbutso Ntseveni, praised law enforcement for their efforts and urged the public to join the fight against crime. Now, SAPS reported reductions across multiple categories, including murder, assault, contact crimes, rape and sexual assault, as well as carjacking, residential and non-residential robbery, and cash and transit heists, highlighting a significant improvement in overall public safety. In other news in South Africa, a 43-year-old Zimbabwean, Edward Chitsatsvi, appeared briefly in Belfast Magistrates Court after being caught with 582 passports and over 147,000 rand in cash. Now, Chitsatsvi was arrested yesterday when police stopped his vehicle at Waterval Boven and discovered the passports, including 20,000 rand in a plastic bag. Now, police say he was likely on his way to have the passports unlawfully stamped, with the cash intended as payment. Chitatsvi remains in custody while his residential details are confirmed and will return to court on charges of Immigration Act violations, fraud and money laundering. In your international news making headlines, the United States Customs and Border Protection has proposed that foreign tourists, even those from visa waiver countries, must submit 5 years of social media history before being allowed entry. And that's as part of a revamped screening under the Department of Homeland Security. The proposal, which would affect citizens from about 40 eligible countries, would also require past phone numbers, email addresses, and family details. Now, if implemented, it could reshape short-term travel to the US. All applicants, even tourists, could face scrutiny of their online lives before arrival. In other news, rebel forces have pushed into Uvira, the last government-held city in mineral-rich eastern DR Congo, sending thousands fleeing into neighboring Burundi as clashes intensified. Now, residents reported heavy artillery and chaotic gunfire on major streets despite last week's peace deal brokered by U.S. President Donald Trump between President Felix Tshisekedi as well as Rwanda's Paul Kagame. While M23 rebels claim to have liberated the city, South Kivu's governor insists the army and allied militia remain in control. Now, Burundi has since closed its border amid the escalating conflict. Now, let's close off on a light note where celebrations are sparkling across India and the globe as Diwali, the Festival of Lights, earns a place on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List, and that was announced yesterday. Now, this beloved 5-day festival, celebrated by millions across Hindu, Sikh and Jain communities, marks the triumph of good over evil, with dazzling lights, music, feasting and heartwarming family gatherings. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called it a, quote, the soul of our civilization, celebrating its growing global appeal. Now, South Africa, home to 10 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including Robben Island, the Cradle of Humankind, and the Cape Floral region, joins in this festive spirit, protecting and honouring traditions that inspire and connect generations, especially during Heritage Month. Well, that's how we close up your 7 o'clock news. Time now for some sporting highlights with Graham.
Loving spreading more love and light. Let's see if the sport's going to be doing it this weekend. Oh, the big guns are returning as we focus on rugby first. The DHL Stormers host Stade Rochelet in Quebec on Saturday with some major reinforcements back in the lineup. Warren Galant and Kobus Reinach return alongside Sasha Feinberg and Gomazulu. That's in a reshaped backline that looks very fit. While JD Shigaling, he partners Captain Salman Murat up front. Then Damien Willems, the only omission being rested as a precaution, and the Stormers sticking to that 6-2 bench split for this high-intensity Champions Cup clash. If you can get out there, this is going to be one for the books, I think. Now we bring it back home for hockey, and South Africa fell 4-1 to a very sharp and disciplined India in their third World Cup preparation match at a packed Hartley Vale. So despite creating several chances and 5 first-half penalty corners, hosts trailed 2-0 at the break. Michael Horn, he did pull one back, but then India's quality proved decisive, both sides gaining valuable minutes ahead of upcoming tournaments. Now let's get into some local cricket as Jordan Herman's superb 134 lifted the Warriors to 277 for 6 and a 117-run lead over the Dragons. While at the Wanderers, Zubair Hamza, he struck 115 as the Lions closed on 293 for 6, playing against Boland. And then in Centurion, Dayan Khalim's fighting 49 not out, dragging the Titans to some respectability, 196 for 9, holding a 71-run advantage over the Dolphins in their test. Now let's bring it back to the European footballing connection. And Man City, they fought back to beat Real Madrid 2-1 at the Bernabeu last night, deepening that pressure on Xavi Alonso. While Bayer Leverkusen, they earned a dramatic 2-2 draw up against Newcastle, thanks to an 88th minute Alejandro Grimaldo equaliser. And Arsenal, they look good this season. They stayed perfect in the UCL League phase, with Noni Maduka's brace leading to a dominant 3-0 win over Club Brugge. That's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. I think the roads should be up and running. Let's get the latest on the traffic front.
Well, let's see what your roads are doing this morning on this wonderful Thursday. Out in KZN in Hammersdale, an accident has occurred, and that's on the N3 northbound before Hammersdale interchange, resulting in a road closure. Now, as you can expect, significant delays are being experienced, so avoid the affected route and, of course, make use of an alternative where possible. Out in Gauteng and Benoni, there's a stationary minibus taxi on the N12 westbound at Snake Road. Now, the right lane is affected, but no delays are currently being experienced. Motorists are, though, encouraged to remain cautious when passing by. And that's where we leave your roads. It's time now to check in with your weather to see what's happening around the country. And of course, we get started with Polokwane, where today brings cloudy skies early on, gradually becoming partly cloudy by the afternoon. Now, we're going to be starting off with a low of 16 degrees, where it will feel cool and then reach a high of 25 degrees. Now, you can expect a slight chance of rain, but besides that, here's a look at the sun intensity running into the next of the week. Seems like it's only going to get warmer and warmer, Polokwane, so prepare yourselves for that. Out in Johannesburg, this Thursday we'll see morning clouds giving way to partial sunshine by the afternoon. Now, it will feel cool with high temperatures reaching that mid-23 degrees. Now, the UV index will be very high today, so please do take precautions if you're out in Joburg today. Winds will be moderate, though, from the north, and here's a look at what you can expect for the rest of the week running up into Wednesday. That leads us into Bloemfontein, where today brings a mix of clouds and sunshine, with a high reaching a scorching 30 degrees Celsius. Now, winds will be moderate at least, generally from the southwest. Here's a quick look at the sun intensity, though, in and around Bloem. It seems like today is going to be super hot. Tomorrow cools down just slightly, bringing some relief. Out in the beautiful Durban for Thursday, we will see mostly cloudy skies, and that's with a slight chance of rain this morning. Our temperatures will start at 21 degrees and work its way up to 26 degrees, and this is what you can expect for the rest of the week. The weekend is looking great out in Durban, and we hope that weather will carry on. East London, you are up next, a low of 22, a high of 28 degrees. Mostly sunny skies there and strong winds from the southeast with temperatures reaching a high of 28. For the rest of the week, it does look quite good, but there is a 95% chance of rain on Friday. Well, let's move over to Ebeja. Miss GQ, you are up next. Today's looking very warm with abundant sunshine for much of the day. Starting off with a moderate 20 degrees, working its way up to a very sunny 29 degrees. Now, you'll experience some strong winds today, which might be welcomed with the hot weather, but this is what you can expect for the rest of the week. Gorgeous George, what you can expect for today is looking very warm with partly cloudy skies. Now, you will see a low of 17 with a high of a scorching 32 degrees out in George. Winds will be moderate from the east throughout the day, but let's see if that heat carries on. It cools down slightly leading into Friday and Saturday, so at least you can brace yourselves for some cooler weather. Out in Knysna today brings a very warm day with temperatures climbing from 19 to 31 degrees Celsius. There's a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day with moderate winds as well, with speeds of up to 29 kilometers per hour from the east. But as for the rest of your week, let's have a look at what we can expect. Definitely getting cooler, so do enjoy today's sunshine for as long as possible. And we end off in the beautiful Mother City. Here's a quick look at the sun intensity in and around Cape Town, so do plan your day accordingly. Now you can expect to see partly cloudy skies, 17 degrees, mostly sunny with that 24-degree high, with moderate winds throughout the day. Besides today's 24-degree high, let's see the rest of the week. Okay, it gets cooler as we head on into the weekend. Tomorrow, 95% chance of rain, so do brace yourselves. But that leads us straight into our sunrise view of the hour. Now, we talk about the weather, but let's see the weather in action, especially in the Western Cape. Atlantis is being represented by the beautiful Adonia. And thank you, Adonia, for just showing your plot of town so beautifully. We love Atlantis for its dunes and also for the fact that this morning looks gorgeous on your side. 30 degrees is what you can expect in Atlantis, so do brace yourselves for some warm weather. But that is it. And if you'd like to share your sunrise view with us, this number 063 036 9649 is exactly how you can do so. We definitely want to look forward to that at 8 o'clock as we close up this Thursday. For now, let's see what's happening out in the City of Gold.
Beautiful weather across the country today. Oh my goodness, I'm absolutely loving it. Right now, we are diving into things all about dreams, okay? Dreams may seem impossible until you have the right support, and that's exactly how the ABSA and EDHE Innovation Challenge is validating the stories and ambitions of our young innovators. Ayanda joined from the heart of the action to witness incredible finalists pitch their ideas and celebrate outstanding achievements. Let's take a look.
We are coming to you from the ABSA EDHE Innovation Challenge, where innovation, creativity and energy are on full display. I am joining you from the center of all the action as we witness amazing achievements.
The people that we're celebrating this afternoon and evening, the studentpreneurs, our university innovators. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
The 2025 EDI Entrepreneurship InterVarsity National Finalists.
Can you please tell us why ABSA has decided to partner with this initiative specifically?
This is a reflection of our purpose as a bank, you know, empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time. And all those stories in there are going to empower other communities and other people outside there. So it's an amazing thing, it's an amazing journey. And seeing, you know, the winners and even just the other nominees has just been phenomenal.
This is where I get launched. This is where I get to be exposed. And most importantly, this is where I get to tell my story. We get to network and see people from different places around South Africa or globally who come together to share experience and most importantly, to impart knowledge into us as the youth, you know. So I'm just saying that this is a launch lab for me.
I think it's a lot of dream validation. I think as a young entrepreneur, the audacity to want to do something like this is a bit of a frightening concept. So when you've got opportunities that really allow that to happen, to thrive, it's really, really reinforcing. And when you get to win, it sort of validates your dreams a bit.
Dr. Gumbo, it is an absolute privilege to be standing next to you. The amazing thing about this program is that it didn't just start today and it didn't happen overnight. It's been an entire journey. What opportunities have been made available to the finalists already?
The opportunities are so many because they have been exposed to the startup ecosystem where they have access to incubation, where they can get support to enable their startups to actually become ventures that are businesses. They have been exposed to business principles, what it means to run a business. Because what they had at that disposal initially, they had technical skills as scientists. Now, how do they then convert that into a business?
You've really put an emphasis on how important universities are. Can you talk to us about the role that they play in a program such as this?
Traditionally, universities are knowledge generators. They create and generate knowledge. And what we have seen through entrepreneurship development is that knowledge that is generated should not only end in academic journals, but that knowledge has to be created and converted into startups.
This event is saying freedom, money. It means you take power as a youth to change the narrative that is currently happening in a country. Unemployment, you kill it, you deal with it. You've got the power, you've got the resource.
So total prize money was just over R1 million. The grand prize winner walked away with R500,000 today. The winner was an innovator around the HIV space, particularly focusing on children. And so she invented a different way and a method of actually administering medication for kids. This is an amazing innovation because what it does, it ensures that children stay on course and take their medication as they should.
During COVID-19, I lost my niece because there was no availability of shots for my niece since she was 5 years old. So that was heartbreaking, and it was an alarm for me to step out of my comfort zone and come up with something specifically for children. Participating in this massive innovation competition really taught me to start to believe in myself, like to add a substantial value to my country. Because at first I wasn't a business-driven person. So with the participation in ABSA Innovation, I really found myself to be the young researcher and innovator so that I can save South Africa and Africa as a continent.
For this competition, as a previous winner of the EDHE competition, I'm glad I wasn't competing this year because the ideas were on fire, the innovations were on fire. But one idea that stood out for me was an idea called Zeus Nana by Ketelo Baloyi, which is like a panty liner that has nanotech that can then detect some of the infections.
When I was in grade 11, my best friend's mother passed away from cervical cancer, which was wrongfully diagnosed for many years, and I realized that was due to symptom diagnosis that happens in hospitals. So it was always been in my bones that I want something that can detect illnesses from a very early stage. I'm really overwhelmed, but I'm very happy and proud of myself because now I can finish up prototyping and actually get the product into the market.
What an incredible day of innovation, energy, and inspiration. A huge thank you to ABSA for creating platforms where we can celebrate and support these amazing finalists. It has been an absolute privilege to share your stories.
Oh my goodness, it is always so inspiring to witness so many young innovators in action and such a great reminder of why every story matters and deserves to be seen.
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
I'm sorry, my life has been incomplete and I couldn't quite understand why, okay? No offense, my work wife.
I take none taken.
My OG work wife has arrived, okay? She's taught me everything I know in the kitchen. Jenny Morris, we love you. How are you feeling? Are you in the festive mode? You must be.
I'm always in the festive mode, darling. I don't need December to feel
I
good.
mean, look at her. This pink is pinking. You look fantastic, Jenny. And I know she cooks as well as she looks, and we're going to get into a recipe.
What is this?
Peppered beef.
You're going to love it.
I am.
And I know you're gonna.
Trifle as well. Some dessert first before the mains, and we'll get into that straight after this.
You see those cherries? My word.
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, live right here on S3. Now we're about to dive into some feel good stories. When bus driver and part-time TikTok creator Romy Magold filmed a quick clip last December, she had no idea it would change her life. Her off-the-cuff line, "It's not like 100 Rand will buy you a car," struck a national chord and went viral, catching the eyes of both KFC and VW, okay? That moment truly led to a life-changing surprise. And today, Romy isn't just the owner of a brand new Polo Vivo. Listen to this. She has 31 of them to share with Mzansi this December. Okay, Romy joins us today to share how you could turn a bucket into a brand new set of wheels. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a warm Expresso welcome. Oh my goodness, Romy.
Hi.
Did you know that TikTok was going to change your life?
Actually, I didn't have any idea. I didn't know it will bring me here.
Right here. Live on S3, on Expresso, and you would be changing people's lives. I mean, you had the whole country, laughing. What was happening, during that moment, Kuwe, when you decided to take that video?
Okay. Honestly, I was just taking a video. I'm the person who always take the videos of everything that I do, like every day, on a daily basis. Even that day, I was just taking a video because I bought a KFC. It's bright food, Yeah. So I remember I was with this other guy. It's my neighbor, yes. And then earlier on, he asked me the money. I was like, bro, I don't have money, see? And then after a few minutes, I went and buy a KFC. And then he came back. He was like, you said 100, you don't have money. Then where did you get money to buy KFC? I was like, bro, relax. It's not like 100 Rand will buy me a car. Not knowing 100 Rand will buy me a car.
But the reason why it was so funny is because a lot of South Africans can share the same sentiments. Like, we share the same humor because, Nyan, we think that 100 Rand will not change your life.
Yes.
But fast forward, KFC and that 100 Rand and that video has completely transformed your life. Talk to us about how it's changed since the December campaign blew up.
Okay. Now, it's actually changed my life. More followers.
Yeah.
I'm well known now. We can even see I'm here today.
Speak on it. Yes.
Yes. And also, I'm a driver of VW Polo.
Wow.
KFC and VW, they just gave me one Polo Vivo.
Sure.
Yes.
That is beautiful.
So it changed everything.
But I also saw them handing you a bunch of keys for 31 VW Polo Vivos,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So South Africans have the chance of winning one of the 31 Polo Vivos. How does it work exactly?
So you need to buy a bucket of KFC. After buying a bucket of KFC, there's a QR code that you need to scan. You buy a bucket from 149.90 Rand or more. You scan the QR code, and you stand a chance to win one of the Polo Vivos.
So it's that simple?
It's that simple.
It's not like we don't buy KFC anyways at the end of the month, especially when we just got paid or when you are feeling a little snacky. So a bucket can also change your life.
Yes.
Now, let's chat about how folks at home can plea for their key. Can you tell us more about that?
Okay. No, it's very simple. As I've told you, you just need to buy a bucket of KFC.
Okay.
All you need to do, maybe you can send let's say maybe you send a voice note.
Yeah.
Or you do a TikTok video talking about that KFC. But you do them only when you bought the bucket, you entered the competition.
To increase your chances of winning.
Yes.
So the bucket for sure gives you an entry, but then also if you post those TikToks, if you use the sound.
You can dance, anything. You can dance,
anything.
You can do voice notes, TikToks, jokes, anything.
Any hashtags that people need to remember is a December.
Hashtag Gidishemba.
December in South. I am obsessed with that. Romy, and how are you finding it, riding around town in your new Polo Vivo?
It's very nice. It's very nice knowing, this thing of 100 Rand, it's not like 100 Rand will buy me a car. It's still in my head. I'm like, shit, sorry. I'm like, this thing bought me a car.
Yeah, it is,
you understand?
100%.
So it's very nice.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it comes with a lot of emotions, right? Where you're just like so ecstatic and you're like, Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that this is my real life right now.
This is me.
This is me live right here. Any words of encouragement to people who want to enter the competition?
Okay. They must not be scared of buying that bucket. It's 149.90.
Yeah.
You can start from 9 piece, 12 piece, 21 piece. You don't have to buy 21 to win a car. No. Start by buying the small one, 149 rand.
Okay.
And then you do that video. You do everything that you for you to get a chance.
Yeah.
To win.
To win. Thank you so much for coming through to spread the feel goodness here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Congratulations. And I'm really excited that your life has changed beautifully and the fact that KFC is also using you as an instrument to change other people's lives. To many, many more wins, ne? Din, din, din. Now, Mzansi, this December, it's all about sharing joy, sharing moments, and maybe even sharing your new ride.
This is Roni. KFC and VW just gave her 31 Polo Vivos this summer. What? 31? That's a lot of Polo Vivos.
Where my man,
Yeah, okay. I'll create CPA.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a lot.
Ah, my sister!
Help her out. Take one off her hands. Buy a 9, 15 or 21 piece bucket and stand a chance to win.
Let's take a medical turn right now. Are you feeling bloated, struggling with heartburn, nausea, or even vomiting? Well, these could be signs of a peptic ulcer, and you need to listen. That's where Ulsanic comes in. Ulsanic doesn't just relieve symptoms, it coats your stomach lining with a protective film to allow healing. Let the body do what it does best. So choose the dosage, the form that works best for you, either the suspension tablets or the effervescent tablets, and then start feeling better today, most importantly. So you can head over to the Ulsanic Facebook page and you can stand the chance of winning one of 10 1,000 Rand cash send vouchers as well. But of course, those T's and C's do apply.
Find relief and feel better with Ulsanic. Just 5 mils or 1 tablet goes a long way, and Ulsanic is available without a prescription.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to Expresso right here on S3. We are back in the kitchen because summer brings so many joys, but we all need a cherry on top. And now it's finally stone fruit season, and I'm so glad for it. And South African is proudly produces an incredible range of locally grown top quality cherries. They are glossy and jewel-like beauties and just add such a vibrant color and especially a bold flavor and a festive touch to any summer table. And of course, we had to bring in the best of the best. Chef Jenny Morris is here with 2 delightful cherry recipes that you can whip up this festive season. Jenny, welcome back. And your nails are giving cherry season. Look at that. The juicy cherries looking like they want to be made. So we're making 2 recipes. This one is a...
This is a fillet because, you know, cherries love to be sweet and savory, darling.
I love to see it. And then I'll be working on the trifle on this side.
Yes.
And this is a special recipe, isn't it?
I want to tell you.
Let's turn up the
We're going
heat.
to turn
There you
up the
go.
heat. For me, this is a very special recipe because you can do them individually or you can make this lovely big explosion of cherries.
And I noticed with that one as well, it's like the jelly is lying one way, the custard is another way.
Patience. So what your patience. So what you do is you set your jelly.
A little bit skew.
And then you can just build it and add to it. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it.
But look at it.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, so while you continue there, am I just layering up our version now here of the trifle?
Yes, I'd like you to just make a nice little trifle because I know you've got a sweet tooth.
A little bit.
A little bit, yes, to enjoy later. And
I
what
love
I'm
something
doing-
nice after a meal every time.
Yes. Well, you know what? No meal is complete without
a sweet treat.
Absolutely. So I have these gorgeous, glorious cherries all pitted and ready and waiting.
Oh.
And they're going to go into here. So while I'm doing this, darling, we're going to have ginger, garlic. I've given a little bit of an Asian persuasion.
Right.
I'm going to release this wonderful flavor.
Garlic in there.
Yes, savory, savory.
Oh, that smells
Smell that
incredible.
sesame oil.
Oh
I'm
my
going to put
gosh.
a tiny bit now and the rest later.
You're
a little
speaking
bit
my
of
language.
soya sauce. Look at that. This is so easy.
So
this is literally paint by numbers.
This is the glaze, right?
Yeah, this is the glaze.
So while you're creating the glaze with our delicious cherries that will burst with flavor, on my side, I'm just layering it up, and then am I adding the cherries on the top?
You can add cherries on top, cherries in the middle. You have a cherry jelly there.
Oh,
now, what's very
nice.
important, I've got a couple of tips when it comes to gelatine and to jelly, is that gelatine, she don't like a hot soak. Don't want to, it mustn't be too hot. So it can be like a nice warm bath, just to melt it, but then you can't skip the step of blooming. Blooming means you're going to sponge it. So for 5 minutes, you just mix it with some water and let the girl lie there.
Okay.
you
Love
have a
her,
good
leave her
old-
alone.
Leave her alone. And then you've got your beautiful cherries all chopped up.
Yeah.
And then you make a jelly and set it. Yes. Now, normally we would make jelly, we do layer. Let's have a look at that.
I can see. Look at it, lay it on top. Okay, so let me get started on my side. I'm going to look at yours for reference. I'm going to put a bit of custard and then the jelly afterwards. And you've just added in coriander.
I've had, yes.
The color of that is amazing.
It just screams festive.
Wow.
So I'm taking this glaze off now.
Okay.
Because I want to do something. May I have your undivided attention?
You may. Okay.
I'm going to just add a little bit of drama to my sauce.
I'm scared.
Don't be afraid.
Should I be stepping away?
Well, you shouldn't be afraid of me.
Okay, never
But
that.
normally you want something that's nice and long.
Ooh!
The phoenix has risen.
This
that
is a
beautiful?
party trick that I don't know. I'm going to practice it.
No, you must, because what will happen is she's a dramatic little creature.
Wow, look
But
at her go.
It'll burn down. But safety, always keep a lid. Keep
Close
a lid.
by, right?
And never ever ignite it on the open flame. So you take
Always
it away.
take it off.
And about 40% alcohol because you want to see those flames. You want to see those flames.
Jenny, that was so impressive. Okay, so it's just going to basically cook away now as the
Yes.
flame dies down.
Yes.
The phoenix rose and we'll put it to bed once again. I am impressed and that was incredible. Thank you for making my morning.
And then, you know, we always think that cherries are like... I mean, I love that. I mean, life is a bowl of cherries, trust
This
me. I
is
sit
true.
with them, but they've got a very low low glycemic. So if you are maybe diabetic, speak to your dietitian, but they're slow release. So they're one of the fruits that I can have because I am not diabetic, but I'm pre-diabetic.
Yes.
So it's a lovely slow release. Children's lunch boxes.
Perfect for
Mothers.
them.
And the kids love it dangling on a little stem. The only thing that worries me if they're too young are the seeds. But you can put...
Yes, you've cut them in half here. Some people can do that cherry trick where they make a knot with
with their tongue.
Can you do that?
I think that's evil.
Oh my gosh, I'd be...
Because who does stuff
How
like
do you...
that? I nearly said it.
You won't be the first one. Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. I'm gonna put this on top.
So just layer.
Layer it
and
up.
Grab a few little cherries from
And then
the
the
back of my
meringues.
beautiful bowl, and you can stick them on top. But there's nothing better than a cherry. Beautiful,
cherry on
fresh
top.
plucked cherry that has been set
Okay.
in the jelly. Look at this girl.
Oh, I know that's going to taste so fantastic. And
gonna be
earlier
good.
on, we said that Graham is going to love this. And I know for sure that he is. So you've also burnt your meringues, or at least added some
No, I haven't
color on
burnt them, darling.
Sorry, how do you say it?
You can't say that I burnt them.
How do you say it?
Listen to her. I just gave it a little...
So how do you say it? You've added some toast to them. I was going to try. Can I use a lighter to do that? Or what do
Yes.
you do?
Oh, you rather use a blowtorch because you're
Oh,
going
a
to burn
blowtorch. Okay.
yourself.
Well,
just
there's my
Look at
trifle.
this. Look at this. Your trifle looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
And just a tiny little bit of green, not too much.
Wow.
Do you want to taste?
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, Feel Good fam, the QR code is on your screen right now. Please, if anything, do the fire. Make the fire happen, because it was an absolutely gorgeous party moment for anybody this festive season at your festive table. You've got two incredible recipes that we brought to you. I say we very generously. Jenny has come through with a gorgeous recipe, and that looks delectable. So please go ahead and find these recipes on expressoshow.com and make the most of cherry season this summer. They are bright red jewels that will make any single occasion even more memorable and special. And that's what you've done.
That's what
How
I've
would you
done.
serve this? What would you serve it with?
Well, I'm going to serve it with you.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you a nice little slice.
Juicy.
Just so.
Ooh.
And I'm going to give you a little bit of separate.
A little bit of glaze on the top. And take note, Feel Good fam, this is how we serve it up to your special guest. Don't hold back on the cherries, all right? And I will enjoy this as we take a short break, because I think I need some privacy. That looks fantastic.
Aren't there supposed to be some questions in between?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, I'm standing next to a bar, and it's okay for breakfast, all right? I promise you, it's going to be okay. With more than 240 years of heritage, that is impressive. Schweppes has always been at the forefront of innovation. That's how they've stayed at the front. And now the iconic brand is entering a bold new chapter with a refreshed visual identity, and we're loving the look of it. The return of the historic Skittle bottle and 3 exciting new flavors. It's time to experiment a little bit. The Icon Reimagined celebrates everything that makes Schweppes timeless, modern, and endlessly creative, even at the breakfast table. Joining us now are 2 international bartending phenoms, luminaries, if you will, from the Schweppes Pioneers program, and we are so glad to have them here. Millie Tang and Ian McPherson here to unpack this exciting evolution. I know we're talking about drinks, guys, but you get drinks and then you get drinks. Okay, this is very impressive, so thank you so much. I would imagine as bartenders, this is normally when you go to bed, right, at this time of the day?
Maybe 10 years ago when I was actually working late. But...
I still go to bed at this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, whatever. That's why you're at the mixing table using the sharp knives. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I suppose our industries have been quite complementary. I've often been hosting events at nightclubs, working alongside bartenders, and it is a full-on lifestyle. But it can't always be like that. What's led you to this point that you're now pouring back all this knowledge? Talk me through your journey.
Well, yeah, so like I think the classic thing for me was like university, needed money, and bartending. But now we realize we can travel around the world, and now we're working with the wonderful Icon Reimagined, the premium range, and the traditional iconic range as well.
Because these are the building blocks, and I think any bartender will have to kind of learn the ropes in this sense to be able to work with your craft in this way, travel around the world now, spreading the love. What has this journey been like for you?
It's pretty crazy. I think that definitely when we both started bartending 15, 20 years ago.
Own it.
Yeah,
Own it,
exactly.
girl. It's all right.
We definitely didn't think this would ever lead to the kind of
proper
careers
job.
we have now. So my whole family's in shock. They're like, what do you mean you're going to South Africa? So yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
But it's awesome. And I think this is the social glue that is going to bind us now over the next couple of months. Certainly down here in South Africa, we are desperate for those social connections to get out there, enjoy the weather, which is doing special things at the moment. So I cannot take my eyes off the visual appeal here. And that's kind of part of the game, right? When
Exactly.
you're mixing for the eyes as much as you are for the palate.
Exactly. We say actually as bartenders, especially when we're doing tradings, that customers definitely drink with their eyes first. So it's that number one thing. You see something nostalgic or something you think looks really special, go out on the floor in a bar or a restaurant, like super fresh mojito, the fresh mint, you can smell it from a mile away as well. You've got a cosmopolitan espresso martini, something that might be on fire.
It's your identity. Come on, let's be honest here. You know your social set by the drinks that you order when you go out. It just looks beautiful. So before we get to that, what looks like a very grown-up version over there of breakfast, talk me through the beautiful displays we've got here. What's informed these
Yes,
creations?
of course. So this is a Schweppes new premium range, premium flavors range. So here we've got the pomegranate. So we've got a really beautiful, fresh, a little slightly tart pomegranate flavored soda from Schweppes. And we've also done some elevated serves with each of the new flavors, just to show how you can elevate them a little bit, give them a nice little garnish as well. So we have some fresh pomegranate seeds in this one here to team with the pomegranate in the drink.
And I love it. And you get that little, like the
Exactly, the nice
mouthfeel,
little
the
popping,
pop.
exactly.
Yeah. Baba
And-
for what?
Yeah. And then you've got the tangerine here, which is one of my favorites. There's only 3, so maybe it's my favorite.
You're
but
allowed.
it really
Your top 3.
captures exactly. It really captures that really beautiful, fresh taste of a tangerine.
Oh.
And a really nice garnish to this one is either a fresh slice of like mandarin or tangerine, just in the middle of the glass. You can even do a wedge and squeeze it over if you want.
And we got some special citrus in
Exact-
South Africa at the
oh,
moment.
it's amazing.
Like ridiculous. I never thought.
We're
How old am
spoiled.
I right now talking about citrus? Like it's the most
Citrus
exciting thing.
seasons.
I caught myself talking about marmalade the other day. I'm like, babe, we must remember this brand of marmalade. It's like the best marmalade ever. I'm in my Joe Biden era. It's all right. I hang around with cool people to make myself seem younger.
No, we're in our Joe Biden era too.
It's all good because this is accessible to everyone. And I like
Exactly.
that we can mix these at home.
Exactly.
That I'm not so sure about because you've cut off little cheeks.
Yeah.
Little cheeks
Little
of
cheeks,
orange.
orange
there.
cheeks.
Hey,
That's a
orange
new way of calling it.
cheeks. I don't-
Orange cheeks,
I don't know
yeah.
why that was the first thing my eyes went to. But please talk us through what we're going to be creating there because that looks exciting.
Sure, yeah, so like these are the straight water, so we're recommending people drink these, but then obviously we've got these we can make a cocktail with. So, you know, soda water is my favorite. And we're going to kind of touch on with the kind of Italian traditions. So they always have sparkling water with their espresso. So we're just going to do a nice kind of equivalent to double espresso size of cold brew in here.
You
and
got
don't
the
worry,
brief.
we're too early. This is maple syrup, guys.
That's what they all say.
We're keeping it
That's what
straight.
they are. That's what they all say.
Exactly.
And it works really well with honey as well, but we're just going to use maple today.
And maple's quite nice. Like, we've
Oh,
started
delicious.
cooking a lot more with maple because of that earthiness, and it's quite natural as well. I mean, if you get proper maple syrup, you know all about it by how much you pay. But you're getting really good quality natural ingredients.
You're a fancy guy, so I thought I'd give you some fancy ice.
Thank you. That's a
exactly.
grown-up block of ice as well.
Exactly.
Just
And
wanna
ice
chill
is
it down.
actually, it's quite funny because we've been talking a lot over the last few days about the importance of ice in drinks as well. And the public perception that maybe less ice is better and that ice maybe just keeps your drink cold, but not necessarily. The more ice actually, the better in your drinks because it doesn't just affect the temperature, it affects the taste and the dilution and also the bubbles in fizzy drinks as well.
Wow. And especially
This is
when it's
Ian's specialty.
39 degrees. But I'm
Exactly.
looking, there is theatre, there is geometry involved.
And also it's pretty as well. We're going to mix the colours in together.
Minimalistic, we say.
And then, as you were calling it earlier, we've got the orange cheeks. But it's super easy. So we like to use circular garnishes because we think it represents the bubbles really nicely in the drink as well. So just to give it a nice orange smell on the top.
Yeah, exactly.
And then...
Because you've got those natural oils in your cheeks right there to just to build on that flavour. It seems like the roadmap is there for us to get
Exactly.
creative. You've got the flavours that almost inspire you. But what advice for people who are wanting to kind of maybe show that they are that perfect hosts, because we are moving into that season where everyone's coming over to our house for a braai. What advice do you have for the home mixologist, for someone who's wanting to have some fun with these beautiful new flavours?
Definitely use more ice. Less ice is not better. More ice because it preserves the bubble in the fizz as well. Obviously, it's science. But when the more heat there is and the warmer your fizzy drink is or your soda is, the quicker the bubble escapes. So the more ice and the colder the drink stays.
Keep the science going.
Exactly. The bubbles stay together quite nicely and keeps it fizzy.
I feel your PTSD in having to explain this to drunk people as they are asking for less ice. And I can feel that pain. No, I get you. And especially when you're trying to preserve this beautiful kind of evolved flavour that you've created there. Absolutely beautiful. What do we call that, guys?
This one is called the Midnight Tonic. You want to try it? Quick
Wait,
sip?
I do.
I promise you there's no
the way
alcohol.
you said,
no
the way you
alcohol.
said that midnight tonic made me a little bit nervous that you'd maybe snuck something.
We'll call it
in
the
there.
Good Morning Tonic.
There we go.
Exactly. Espresso long.
That's crazy, eh? Wow, that is really, really good. And you get that little hit of orange after the fact. But that is a grown-up mixology experience that is ideal for your breakfast TV show. Absolutely love that. You guys are geniuses. Thank you so much.
Thank
Obviously,
you.
with the right tools in your hand, you can have a little bit of fun. And we want you guys at home to do that. From heritage to innovation, Schweppes continues to prove why it is still the icon after more than 2 centuries with a refreshed new look, bold new flavors, and pioneering leading ways. I think that the straight drinking experience has never looked like this, and it has never tasted better, and that's what we want for you guys at home to get experiencing. So be sure to try the brand new Schweppes flavors available nationwide. To our mixologists, guys, you are geniuses.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know what else is refreshing? You know what else is about to quench your thirst? Ladies and gentlemen, in the building, we've got the all-star musician, singer, songwriter, Amos, here to take over the Expresso stage with his latest hit single titled Masipala Bomtan. So come on, show some love, everybody.
Sokalanga nene aphuthumuza sekuhlala thina vele kuyaqwala uzojayiva ujuluke yashisa yakusiqede ngenamba Uzochai fuchuluge yashisa. Yegustete nginam. Itaba maspala botanto. And get you ungang pani.
Walang esta sam buena. Gilalele, gilalele. Awuzotwala ngesta sam buena. Gilalele, asibangene. Uzotwala ngesta sam buena. Gilalele, gilalele. Awuzotwala ngesta sam buena. Gilalele, gilalele.
Sokalanga nene aphuthuma uzibona sekuhlala thina vele kuyaqala uzochai fuchuluke yashisa yekusiqede nginam itaba masipala botanto engithi ungangiphani aphuthuma uzibona sekuhlala thina vele kuyaqala uzochai fuchuluke yashisa yekusiqede nginam itaba masipala botanto engithi ungangiphani.
Mrs. Bulls brings the flavor, so bring your festive magic. Create a dish using your favorite Mrs. Bulls product and you could win your share of 40,000 Rand. Simply share a picture of your Mrs. Bulls festive recipe on the competition post on Expresso's social pages using hashtag Mrs. Bulls Festive Challenge. And the presenter matched to your flavor will recreate your dish live on air with your guidance. Entries close 18 December. T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we've been having such a great time this morning because the festive season is officially in full swing. Do you feel it?
Oh, man.
After those mocktails you made, the beef I made, I mean, we're good. And while you're out celebrating, it's just as important to stay informed and protect your money. Courtesy of ABSA, we're talking all things quishing, a scam where criminals use fake QR codes to trick you into visiting fraudulent websites or even downloading harmful files when you scan them.
And it's happening far more often than you think. You are at risk. So we thought we'd gamify because that's how we learn on the show. And we're going to look at a few of the more common quishing scenarios and what you can do to avoid it this festive season. So Kutle is going to join us on the line because she's pretty sharp and switched on at this time of the day and looking absolutely amazing as well today. Just got to say, girl, you're making the Friday kick in a little bit early for us, and I think our week needs that. But we're going to try and play it safe. So I'm going to give you guys some scenarios and a couple of options for the answer, and let's see if we can educate ourselves along the way. So here is our first scenario. You find a QR code on a poster at a restaurant which offers a free lunch voucher. Oh, that sounds great. What do? Option one, scan it immediately. Free lunch, come on. Option two, inspect it for tampering and confirm its legitimacy with the staff before scanning it. Option three, take a photo and post it quickly online so others can try it as well. Option four, ignore it completely. Better safe than sorry.
Option one, I'm getting a free lunch today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, girls going down. Kutle, please, can you educate our friend?
I'm with you, Carissa. I'm with you, Carissa. No, I'm joking.
We're
I'm
getting
joking.
free lunches.
I think if it looks sus, I'm definitely skipping it completely. Rather avoid the entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, look, I'm feeling you as well. I think you can find out more, but only scan QR codes from trusted sources. Simple as that. The bottom line is fraudsters often place fake QR codes in public places purely for this, and they don't have to catch everybody, just one or two, and they get their money. All right, so we are educated. Let's try a different scenario here. You sit down at a restaurant and scan the QR code on the table to view the menu, but instead of a menu, page opens up and asks you for your personal or banking details to verify that reservation. What do? Quick and easy. You enter your account details to avoid losing your table. It's a nice restaurant. Option two, immediately close the link and report suspicious activity. Option three, take a photo and post it online so others can try it as well, maybe book their seat. Option four, report it to the coffee shop staff or management.
I'm going option two and four, immediately close and report.
Yeah. I think close is always first on mine, but I don't know, you might lose your reservation. Kutle, how are you feeling?
100% agree with Car. 2 and 4. Immediately, delete this off your page and also do report it to restaurant staff.
Yeah, they need to know.
And because their brand is attached to it. And I think very often companies now, very legitimate companies, front-facing, it looks like you're dealing with a brand that you know. But the bottom line is the scammers are getting good. So please verify the source first. Only scan QR codes from official apps or sites that you know, and then watch for QR stickers placed over original stickers. So you can get in there. Okay, let's squeeze in one more scenario very quickly. You're at a coffee shop and you see a QR code at the table. Scan to connect to free Wi-Fi. Once scanned, it asks you to confirm your banking details. What's the safest move? You can see the options on screen. I'm going to say, can I answer this one?
Yes.
Report.
Agreed.
Report. Your bank can only act if you report on it. Restaurants and public spaces can only act if you report on it. So please, especially if you have felt the sting of being scammed before, it can seem innocuous. It can seem like a few rands on this side can turn into a few $1,000s in the online space very, very quickly. So please just be careful. If you scan immediately to see what happens, just be very, very quick to react. Okay, we know that these spaces are not safe in any way, shape or form when you are out there. So if you see a QR code, in fact, if anyone is trying to get any information from you and you don't know the source, treat it as dodgy. Ignore the QR code, use the official Wi-Fi details from the staff, and let's say give you a QR code from their hand to your hand.
Well, I'm
Don't
learning
take it.
something because I'm scanning things. People don't have menus anymore. Everything is scan, scan, scan. So that's how they get you immediately. But Kutle girl, you and I, we're going to do better, right?
No, you're fine. I know. Thank you for playing
100%.
along. I appreciate the
I am
dramatic
taking
effect.
down notes.
Yes, exactly.
Well, the scams will be out there on force now as we move into this phase of the year. Kutle, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you for looking gorgeous. Continue the party vibes up in Joburg, because you really are helping us feel like this week is going to end after the show today. But we want you guys to make sure that your year end is drama-free. Cybersecurity starts with small actions. Please spot the signs, stay alert, and share what you know.
So if in doubt and you have seen some suspicious activity, contact ABSA on 0860-557-557 or visit absa.africa for more safety tips. Protect your money and protect your story. So here are a few tips to help you.
Guys, we're out there. Get clear from this.
So there you have it. And having this knowledge already makes you a winner. But ABSA wants to double that and, of course, give you the chance to win 2,000 Rand. It's really simple. Visit Expresso's social media pages and answer the question on the ABSA posts.
Simple, simple. Let us know if you have ever been caught out or nearly caught out by a fake or misleading QR code. Please share your experience. Remember to include that qualifying hashtag Your Story Matters and hashtag Protect Your Story. Competition ends the 18th of December. That's Thursday next week. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
I said yes!
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
Well, that leads us straight into your traffic this morning to get 8 o'clock started. And we get into Waterkloof Ridge out in Gauteng, where there's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N1 southbound and Rigel Avenue. Now, the left lane is closed and delays are stacking up quickly, with the back of queue stretching to Linwood Road. Now, if you are heading that way, expect a slower trip and give yourself extra time, okay? And wherever you're headed, stay alert and safe while driving. That wraps up your roads for this wonderful morning. Let's have a final look at your weather.
Getting a scope of your weather today and throwing it forward just a little bit. Starting in Polokwane today brings cloudy skies early on, gradually becoming partly cloudy by the afternoon. Started with a low of around 16. It'll feel cool with high temperatures reaching mid-25 degrees today, and you can expect a slight chance of rain as well. Throwing it forward, looking at the rest of your week, temperatures do kick up, but some cloud cover to temper that storm. Moving to Johannesburg, Thursday we'll see morning clouds giving way to partial sunshine in the afternoon. It's going to feel cool with high temperatures reaching a mid-23 degrees today, so quite moderate. The UV index, though, will be very high today, so please take precautions. Winds will be moderate from the north, And you can take a look at those temperatures throughout the week, staying fairly moderate with that cloud cover and a little bit of rain. Moving inland to Bloem today brings a mix of clouds and sunshine with a high reaching a scorching 30 degrees. It's probably going to feel a bit more than that. Winds will be moderate, generally from the southwest. And here's a look at how those temperatures and that sun is going to be affecting you moving throughout the week. Some hot temperatures out there. Please look after yourself and your skin in that kind of UV index. Then moving down to Durbs, the playground is putting her hand up for Thursday. We see mostly cloudy skies with a slight chance of rain in the morning. The temperatures will start off on the low, then going up to 21, reaching a moderate 26 degrees. You know it's going to feel cool, but it is always fairly muggy down there. Then moving to slummies to East London. Thursday brings a much sunnier outlook for East London. We're going to see mostly sunny skies, strong winds from the southeast, and your temperatures reaching a high of around 28 degrees. Going to feel cool despite that sunshine though, so protect your skin against the sun. That's when it catches us out. You can take a look at that UV index and the sun for the coming days, so you can plan accordingly. But certainly summer is here. Then we're going to shift to Gqeberha today, looking very warm with abundant sunshine for most of the day. Enjoy it, starting with the moderate 20, and then high temperatures going up to around 29 and 27 kilometers an hour. Your wind, you can take a look at your sun index as well before we shift it down to George. Thursday looking very warm with partly cloudy skies. You'll see a low of 17, high temperatures reaching a warm 32 degrees today. Winds will be moderate from the east throughout the day. Quick look at the sun intensity as well for the next few days. And once again, across the land, we are seeing that we're going to need to shore up our protection. Moving to and through the garden route in Knysna today brings a very warm day with temperatures climbing from 19 to a fresh 31. We're going to see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. 29 kilometers an hour, your wind, and you can throw forward through the rest of the week. Temperatures looking great. I think maybe time to get out on holiday. And moving to the mother city, quick look at the sun intensity in and around Cape Town for the next few days. You can plan accordingly and expect to see partly cloudy skies, feeling very warm. Temperatures of 24 degrees. It's going to feel a bit hotter, I think. Winds will be moderate to strong from the south. You take a look at the forecast for the rest of the week when you find yourself in Cape Town, which I hope you do, because it's beautiful here at the moment, and that festive season spirit has taken over. Let's see if Jordan Butland from Secunda in Mpumalanga can feed that energy. You're going to be feeling around 23 degrees outside in Mpumalanga. Oh, boom. That's the energy I was looking for. Please, can we just write Friday off and start the weekend today?
I'm in agreement with
Are
that.
we allowed
Anyone
to
else
do
want
that?
to sign the petition? Yes, yes.
Put your hands up across the land. Now, we just want you to stick your photo frame outside because we want to see what it looks like when you wake up in your neck of the woods. 063 036 9649. We'd love to see your view.
Oh my gosh, from wherever you are in the world, let us know. And if you are sitting on top of millions, we also want to know. But if you're not, let me plug you into something. More wins and more thrills when you play Daily Lotto, and that's for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot. And then you get the new Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today.
All right, so don't get left behind. You can get your tickets now in store. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. That's their website. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app. You can just dial *120 *7529 hash and follow the prompts. Super simple.
Super easy. All the details are on our Expresso social media pages. Please go and check them out. And then make sure that you get yourself in the running to win by playing Daily Lotto. And that's for an estimated 400,000 Rand Daily Lotto Plus. And for 150,000 Rand, that's the Daily Lotto Plus jackpot today.
Good luck. We'll see you now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, live right here on S3. Now, as a student, early lectures can be hectic, late night deadlines, and now the non-stop world of content creation. Dagadzeni Bambo's schedule has never really slowed down. She's in studio with us this morning to chat about the moment she realized she needed extra support and how Revital has helped her stay energized and mentally sharp through it all. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Denny to Expresso.
Thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice meeting you too.
To see you outside of TikTok.
Yes.
You have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Take us back to the very beginning of your content creation journey. How did that start?
My content creation journey started by people actually bullying me into making videos because I started first with like Big Brother Mzansi, and then once I started making videos with Big Brother Mzansi, everybody's just like, dude, you're so good at like analyzing TV shows and analyzing movies. You need to carry on. And then I listened to them, and that's how I got to where I am now.
And I love the fact that we were talking about it just before we came on live about how much work it actually is. A lot of people just assume that it's off-the-cuff commentary, but there's a lot of planning, conceptualizing, editing as well, and a lot of time when it comes to watching the content as well. But before we dive into the conversation, we want to have a quick look at her in action with Revital.
You need to feed your body the right vitamins and minerals. Understand? We all have stress and burnout. Anyway, Penex Ginseng. So the moral of the story is you need to feed your body the right vitamins and minerals. Understand? Shout out to my mom because she's the one that told me that ginseng is a very good property to have in a health supplement. Understand? And a Revital Ginseng Plus, not only does it boost your energy levels, but it also helps with your cognitive performance, your memory, your focus, your concentration, all the things that I needed to do well in my academics. When I went to go write my exam, get a semester mark 50% on the dot because I was going through it, guys. And on BTC, my final mark was definitely a distinction.
Zenny, you make it look so easy, but you are busy, busy, busy. How do you maintain the focus, especially the energy?
Now, let me tell you something, right? I've been a student for like almost 7 years now, and I was able to graduate this year. And one thing about being a student is that you have such a demanding lifestyle, right? And I noticed that I needed help. You know, I wasn't coping. I needed the energy. I needed the support. I needed something to support both my body and my mind. And then while I was studying, I was actually introduced to Revital. And Revital actually helped me just get more energy to like continue my day.
Yeah. And you know, we are hitting that point of the year where people are experiencing a lot of year-end fatigue. People are exhausted. Abantu don't even have the energy to fully be present getting into the festive season or to even finish work. What word of advice do you have for those people, particularly, you know, with Revital? How has it helped you do the hard work in, you know, energized, feeling energized?
Yeah, listen, from a busy person, what I can say is you need that support. You need something that's going to support you, that's going to help you not only get energy, but it's also going to help you get the proper vitamins and minerals that your body needs. You know, because I noticed that during the day, I mean, I have early morning meetings, I have admin, then I have to shoot my content, and then at night I have to edit my content. But I noticed that after taking Revital, I have the energy to do it every single day. You know, I have the focus. And one thing about Revital that I love is the fact that it not only decreases fatigue, but it increases cognition. So I'm able to then put my brain to work, and I'm able to make videos where I'm properly analytical.
You operate optimally, right?
Yes.
So even if you are sleep deprived, even if you have a lot on your plate, doesn't mean that you need to compromise on the quality of work that you put out.
No, you should never do that. Rather just focus on your body, because you know in life they say health is wealth. In order for you to fully function, your body needs help, and your body needs the right vitamins and minerals.
Beautiful. Now, lastly, before we let you go, a lot of people still wonder whether adding supplements or Revital to your daily life really makes a difference?
Now, I know it's hard to believe that a supplement can make a difference, but I can confirm that it's the smallest changes that make a big impact in your life. Revital is not only about energy, but it's also about consistency. It's a product that can just quietly support you in your daily routine, you know? Now that I take it, I'm able to handle stress a lot better. I'm able to have a balanced lifestyle. I'm able to focus for much longer. So I say that you must just give it a try and see how it helps you in your daily demands in your daily life.
I absolutely love that. Zeni, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. And also congratulations on, graduating and just being an all-round superstar. We are cheering for you to many, many more wins, right?
I appreciate it.
Absolutely beautiful. I hope that you, Mzansi, have taken inspiration. Zeni is here sharing her Revital journey. Now, if you are looking for sustained energy, improved focus, and support for your daily lifestyle, Revital might be exactly what you need to keep up with your daily life. For more information, make sure that you visit the website for Revital range or ask your pharmacist about Revital and Revital Royale, available nationwide.
Energize every moment with Revital Ginseng Plus. Taking the right vitamins and minerals with the power of Panex Ginseng helps you stay physically active and mentally alert.
And yes, we do want you to be revitalized all throughout this festive season so that we know that we are eating and looking good. Now, over the past year, Woolworths has brought back nostalgic local dishes and the beloved flavors many of us grew up absolutely loving. So today we brought our girl back, Kanyisile Mbude Williams from the Woolworths, and joins us to dish up a delicious traditional recipe featuring their latest addition. Now, this time around, it's slow-cooked, free-range chicken feet. So welcome back, Kanyisile, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me back.
All right, so we've got some deliciousness in front of us, already prepared, and now we're going to build up to that moment.
Yeah.
So let's get into the delicious thing that Woolworths has got, the slow-cooked, free-range chicken feet, right?
Yeah.
How is Woolworths making it a little bit easier? Because I do know that this is a recipe. It's kind of like, you know how recipes made with love take a long time?
Yeah.
This generally does. So how is this made easier?
So it's made easy by providing chicken feet that are cooked for you.
Okay.
And because it's got such simple flavor, if you want to, you can add some flair. So these chicken feet have been slow cooked for 3 hours in a chicken broth, as well as salt and pepper, because we know that bone and chicken have got their own distinct flavor, you know.
It's
so just
true.
to keep it so simple, we wanted to make sure that the customer has the option to add any flavors that they want to, be it it's tomato, or if you want to take an Asian flair on it and add a bit of spice and thing, then you're able to do that. And of course, you know that our chicken is grown free range, so the chicken feet as well come from free range chickens, and I think it's just the most easiest thing that, you know, one can do, because at times you don't have the time to be cooking and you do feel like something very light, like a snack, or if you want to add a starch with it, just a quick meal that reminds you of home, or, you know, just on the weekend or so, Woolworths then provides you that solution.
I love that. I mean, Woolworths always comes through with any sort of convenience for us, which we love. But you did mention starch, and as we're cooking this, what kind of side would you usually have with your chicken feet?
So I prefer to actually have my chicken feet on my own, but at home we'd always have it with like steamed bread, or my husband, because he loves pap, you know, so a pap side is always necessary for him to have. So yeah.
And that's how we've served it today, along with some pap. But this is how it basically comes, right?
Yes.
So it's already basically pre-cooked, and then you just have to go ahead and continue.
Yeah, so first what you'll do is to add your spices. So you'll saute your onion,
add spices first.
add your
Let's go
spices,
ahead and do that.
and then you add your tomato paste and chopped tomatoes, and then just to build on some flavor on there. And you know, I mean, in the world of everyone wanting a bit more collagen, chicken feet is the best way to get some.
So this is what I was going to ask you about. Okay, so it's all the health craze right now. If you need any convincing to get over the line when it comes to chicken feet, I mean, there you go. The skin is going to be looking plump forever as long as you have your daily dose of this organic chicken feet. So let's get into it. You've added spices. It's smelling so fragrant and good here. And we're doing almost like a tomato-based chicken feet,
yeah, because also with chicken feet, you know, it reminds me of back at home at some time, women were looking for other ways to make money, you know, and they started selling chicken feet that are cooked, because again, there's no time to be cooking. And then it transformed into something that became chicken feet on the braai, you know? So if you are wanting to make something that's a bit more skewy, because with pap you do need a bit of gravy. So then you'd add, you know, like your tomato to make a tomato base, which will then make you a delicious gravy. But again, you know, with the convenience here that's provided is that the chicken feet are also clean. And there's no acid burns, which is what you'd find locally. So it's been cleaned, it's been cooked for you, and just, you know, all you'll do is just to zhuzh it up if you want to, and then have it in a delicious manner.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm very much looking forward to this. The tomato base is going.
Yeah.
We're going to add some stock and some chicken feet and let it cook away.
Yes, so also you can add stock if you want to loosen it up just a bit more further, depending on how loose you want your gravy to be.
The sauce, yes.
So you can add your chicken feet.
Oh,
add that
yay,
from
the
your
main
piece there.
event. Let's go right
And it's quite abundant if you think about it.
It is.
2 of us can have
and then
this.
some.
Yeah.
Okay, you can add all of the juice, the sauce in there
So
as
this
well.
is some of the sauce that was cooked in the broth. That will also add flavor to your base.
You can see the consistency. It's quite gelatinous, which kind of tells you that, yes, collagen is alive and well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so what
it's
are some of your favorite memories when it comes to chicken feet? Did you grow up eating it?
Yes, so my first interaction with chicken feet was mainly when, you know, at home they'd slaughter a chicken. And because you're the youngest, you'd always get the head or the chicken feet. So that's like my first memories. But then again, you know, you won't always slaughter. So then you take a walk to your local butcher who would have chicken feet that you could buy in a bunch. But again, those weren't cleaned 100% as opposed to this one. And then, yeah, it became a thing, you know, again, when introduced to the whole braai chicken feet. On the weekend, my cousins and I would gather some like 5 rand coins and go buy ourselves some fried chicken feet. So yeah, it really is something that I truly love.
Yeah.
And I think in the world of where we see that chicken feet is not necessarily only for Black South Africans, but when you start conversating with people around food, you see that there's so many threads in different cultures. You know, like Afrikaner colleagues speak about chicken feet, even our Asian colleagues speak about chicken feet. So it really is something, you know, making the most out of nothing. I always say, the only thing we haven't figured out from a chicken is how to eat the feathers, because we eat everything.
And one day, Woolies is going to come up with something innovative. We're going to say, yeah, okay, I never knew.
Have you tried chicken feet?
I thought you were going to say feathers. I definitely have not tried the feathers. I feel like I've tried chicken feet once or twice. I am open to trying it again. I just need to be told exactly, where's the meat? I say, where's the meat on the chicken feet?
All of it, Carissa.
The pad, the in between.
Yes,
okay,
that's
fair
the meat.
enough.
If you just take off the nails.
Give me a thigh. I'm like, let me just. But I get it.
We'll try it together.
We're gonna try it together today. I will say the one thing I love about South Africans, to your point about resourcefulness, we really do eat from the beak to the feet. Like every single piece is definitely taken care of. Even the insides, chicken liver, like that goes a long way.
Hearts,
Gizzards, hearts, kidneys. It's something that we do enjoy. So I love the fact that you can even get all of that at Woolworths
You
too.
can, yes. And I also, when making this at home, I had made like a chicken necks plus chicken feed mixture. So again, just if you want to make it a bit more abundant, you can add other things that are available in our fridge space.
Yeah, I love it, because then you get involved in your food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Forget the knife and fork, leave it aside. You and there's nothing better than eating with your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so we allow this to cook away for how long?
For about 10 minutes, because it's already cooked.
Right.
So all you're trying to do is just infuse more flavor and have your gravy just thicken up a bit.
And are we trying to break it apart?
Yeah, so you'll try to break it apart.
As it
but what you do is to cover it, because it does then settle on its own, because the heat just then allows it to break apart, and then you can just make sure that the gravy goes over it, and you've got a delicious, delicious chicken feet stew.
Oh, man, and if you could smell what we're smelling right now, can you see it came through with a delicious recipe, of course, with Woolworths. It looks absolutely great. I know it's going to taste even better. And you can go ahead and find this recipe on expressoshow.com to just be transported back to your upbringing with Woolworths' newest product, slow-cooked, free-range chicken feet. Shop this and more nostalgia and local flavors in selected stores. Of course, you can also find it online and on the app. There you go. Hey, happy feet. We love to see it. Absolutely delicious.
Okay. So you want to try it?
Yeah.
The cooked one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I think, like me, you are ready for holiday. From sandy shores to safari adventures, Woolworths has the whole family covered, literally, when it comes to trendy holiday styles. And our favorite stylist in the whole world, Taryn Opelnell, is here to show us how to take the holiday looks to the next level, because you are the level upperer.
Oh.
Is that the term, the verb?
Yeah,
It
I
is.
mean, if you're going to say that, then I'll just take it.
Because you do it to yourself every time you step into studio. Albeit you do have someone in your corner that helps you out a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, we are ready to embrace the season. But where do we even begin when
Oh my
every
gosh.
item is kind of a showstopper?
Right, there's so much on offer, there's so much variety, but I just want to start on my left here and just talk through some menswear items and the versatility of summer.
Denim shorts are back.
Denim shorts are back, and I love the little baggy kind.
Yeah, very
it's
cool.
It's very 90s, very relaxed. I mean, that's the
100%.
call for the season, right? To be
Wear
relaxed.
them low, yo. Wear them low.
So if you're a denim guy, then this is for you. There's also some cargo shorts options. Of course, we cannot forget about the swimwear offering, because that's what we're going to be doing this summer.
Very, very
In the
cool.
oceans, in our pools, we're just going to be enjoying it. And I love this green sort of talk back to nature.
Very much so.
earthy.
Yeah, well, it keeps us connected to the outdoors, but it's also, you can dress it up just a little bit, because as much as we are on holiday solidly throughout,
Yes.
you might actually have to do grown-up normal life things and engage with the rest of the world.
100%.
So
And
you can even put on a
easily-
shirt.
Yeah, you can easily just throw on a button-up linen blend shirt, and no one will even really know you're wearing swim
Beautiful.
shorts, right?
Linen is the summer hack for just that. I think it offers you
totally,
a classy
totally.
edge in any way, shape or form. I love linen for summer.
100%. And
it's
then,
cool.
as you can see, red is still trending.
And it must.
I'm actually wearing one of the latest drops for women as well. It's balloon sleeve, tiered. It's a bit boho.
It's funky and it looks cool.
And
It
it's-
looks cool.
It literally is cool. Like, I'm feeling very breezy and comfortable, and that's what summer's all about.
You have to, because you don't want to sacrifice and get stressed out before you've even left the house thinking of how you're going to negotiate the heat. But summer is for pops of colour. It's for drama. It's
100%.
for
And
excitement,
just throwing something on and going. And
Love
of
it.
course, here on the side, we've got some more options. We were talking about that sort of lightweight fabrications. I love these drawstring pants. This is great to pair with your swimwear. Just throw it on over your swimwear. So this is perfect for a bit of a holiday.
Super
I'd say.
light, funky, also quite chic. I
Yes.
like the fact that even the gents are starting to dip back into our drawstring, our palazzo pants, can I call it that?
It is a thing.
But it is
It is a
boho and
thing.
it's gorgeous.
So
it's
there's
really
all
cool.
these embroidery details as well. The balloon sleeve is big for the
I
season.
see.
You'll see them on dresses as well as blouses. So that's another great option.
And what I'm loving, like this can go over the costume very easily and you can go straight to the restaurant.
It's not clingy.
Easy, yeah.
The whole idea is for it not to be tight and clingy. And then for girls, it's looking very fun with some petal prints. It's all about the prettiness for girls. We've also got, again, some more red.
I'm glad we've got the fire of red for summer.
It's bold, it's confident.
great.
It's just so sweet. And then, of course, with like print like this, it just takes it back to that sweet childlike level, you know?
And make no mistake, our daughters and our sons, their energy feeds off what they wear just as much as we do. They love to
true.
get dressed up. They
That
love to
is
have
true.
pops of colour. My son will honestly go and change himself if he thinks he's not colourful enough, because he wants to feel it. And like, yeah, he'll drift into have his quiet pastel days.
Yes.
But he wants pops of colour. He wants to feel the energy.
Well, on the
you know?
boys' side too, there's some red. I don't know if your son's into cars at all.
Always.
What boy
knocking his
isn't,
shoes
right?
over.
But it's all about the Hot Wheels, street racing. This is like the theme for the boys at the moment. And again, your pop of red.
I like that. It's a slightly more grown-up print as well, which is
Yes.
cool for the kid who's kind of growing up just
Yeah,
a
he's like,
little
"I'm too
bit.
cool
I know. I'm
for
trying to
something."
convince my son that the Grinch is still cool. It doesn't matter how old you are. Teach him with the Grinch in his school, but
That
he's
is a
at that
very
age
good
now.
lesson, because the Grinch is cool.
He's always cool, but there are some prints that just land. And for a child, you want to still be able to express and enjoy your
Yes.
life as a child,
100%.
but still look stylish and fit in with the rest of the
Totally.
family. Can we see this look come to
Yes,
life?
let's bring some models out. I'm going to bring the
Hello,
girls. Let's talk
gang.
about the girls first. So Letaba's actually wearing a matching set. You know how much I love a matching set. Just the easiest thing to throw on and go. Same print as
Gorgeous.
on my dress, just a blue and white version, and it is a two-piece, so you can also deconstruct it. I love the idea of taking this skirt, pairing it with a bikini top, throwing over a poplin shirt.
You see?
And you go from beach to having a cocktail.
I love that. And the colours also lean into the earthy tones. So if you're going to bring in your brown leathers and things like that, or your earthy materials.
She's got her brown thongs on at the moment. It's such a great combination. Straw details. It just feels holiday-esque.
Beautiful.
And then Kiara, I mean, obviously just looking super cute in her strawberry print dress.
I think that's the showstopper
How
of the
sweet.
day.
And I always talk about stripes, and this is such a fresh, interesting way to incorporate stripes with another print. So, yeah, super cute.
It is cute, and it's quite edgy as well, despite being
Yeah.
just the ultimate summer look. Absolutely love that, ladies. You look ready for, you don't go back to school or work. You're officially on holiday.
Official.
Done deal, I get
It
that.
is official.
But now the gents need to hold sway because the ladies are looking good.
And we spoke about boys being super cool. So we've got, again, our motor club sort of racing theme going on. You want to turn around and show them your print at the back because this is the show. So, you know, you got to look good from the front and the back, right?
100%.
So that's a really, thank you. That's a
Especially when you're
really,
moving
really
that
great
fast.
T-shirt. A little statement maker with these sneaks.
Nice little high tops,
And
loving
his
it.
shorts, of course, for summer, shorts for summer. It's a no-brainer. And then Nathan is actually wearing some swim shorts. But we won't know that because the rest of his outfit is like ready for the city. Yeah, just like a day out. So it's almost like taking your swim shorts and taking it beyond the beach.
It's an expectation. You are creating an expectation for your day that you are going to be in beach mode regardless of whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
And
no matter
I
where you
love it.
are, exactly.
No, it's a level up. It's stylish. I like the shorter shorts because our day is leg day in
Me
South
too.
Africa.
Flaunt it.
Yeah, got to use it, man. But it just makes it functionally for the swim absolutely great as
Yes.
well. Absolutely awesome. And the combinations that you can work off, gents. Looking too cool for
Thanks,
school. We might bring you
boys.
out one more time. So the fun here for me says that we get to layer up, we get to have a whole lot of fun, and we get to
Yes.
accessorize because you've got such beautiful palettes to work from.
Oh, you've got to
so
finish
how
off
do we
your
push
look.
the boat out?
So earlier we saw the adding of a bag to just complete your look, but of course we cannot forget about the array of footwear for women, men and kids. I mean, we've got some really, really great, interesting thongs for ladies. We've got super cute little unicorn little...
That's just ridiculous.
I mean, how fun are
And
these?
Super comfy and quite earthed as well, which is
Yes.
cool. I like the idea of my kids being in something that has that
And
kind
of course, the
energy.
comfort level is very much there
Next
and just
level,
easy
yeah.
to throw on. And then for boys, you know, you've got your slip-ons.
I
as
mean,
well
that's
as
a
your
fashion
thongs.
statement in and of itself. That
I mean,
is
this could be
very
the
cool.
color, you know?
That is very
could
cool.
throw that on. Of course, perfect for around the pool and beach days. And then for men, again, you know, these are still my favorite for gents. It's just so easy. You throw it on, you know, you're talking about that drawstring linen pants.
Yeah,
You know,
but-
throw this on with your shirts.
You can,
Easy.
okay, albeit I know we're speaking from Cape Town right now, but you can get away with a lot. With the way that sandals are being styled at the moment, the way that fashion has been blended, it's kind of ideal. You can start your day in a hybrid work fashion and then hybrid your way out of the work and just kind of effortlessly blend into the rest of your day. Absolutely love this. Great deals on at the moment as well to
Yeah,
capitalize
of course. It's just the perfect one-stop shop to just top up on anything you need for summer. And yeah, I think just have fun with it and just be one with the earth.
I like it. I'm going to swap the side to have a look at these. I'm telling you, palazzo pants for men, okay, it is a real thing. No, we want to keep it light. We want to keep it breezy. We want to focus on a difference in textures and fabrics, which we've absolutely nailed. And you can still kind of find those pieces. So for me, I do love a loose denim, but now you can work that element into a whole lot of different looks.
No,
I like that.
the options really are endless. And like I said, it is all about having fun and finding your style and your way of dressing, for sure.
Finding how you're going to wear red this summer. That is going to be, it's the fire. It's the fire of summer. I love it. Beautiful on the body, beautiful on the shelf or on the hanger, beautiful in your cupboard. Come on, there are some great deals happening right now, from standout pieces for the whole family to footwear and accessories that make every outfit holiday ready. This is when you get those investment pieces as well. The Woolies Resort Riviera collection, it sounds amazing, has everything that you need for a stylish Christmas getaway. You can find your festive favorite that look for you at Woolworths, obviously in-store, online, or on their amazing app. Enjoy. Wow, definitely.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Chris, you know, South Africans, we have a very special way of turning dreams into reality. I know we're saying this right by the manifestation station, okay? One brick, one plan, one big yes we can at a time. It's kind of our DNA RSA. And for the past 40 years, Build It has been right there helping us build better homes, stronger businesses, and brighter futures.
It's true. Oh my gosh, you've just taken me on a journey, given me goosebumps. And now to celebrate this incredible milestone, Build It is saying a massive thank you to you, Mzansi, in true style by giving you the chance to win one of 14 brand new Hyundai Grand i10.
I'm sorry, it's impossible not to say grand because it's grand and it's going to change your life. Imagine getting that call to say that you've just won a whole brand new Hyundai Grand i10, a car. So what is the first thing that you're going to be doing this December?
Oh, my goodness.
Let's find out.
There's a list of things, so let's see what is on the top of them. Me personally, I'm going, beep, beep, get in, Graham. We're going on a road trip.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm ready. I've even got my little bag packed of pot course and stuff, my little bucky with my
boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs and 1 or 2 drumsticks. Just got to have, and a little packet of salt tied up there. Let's see if you guys are as excited about heading the open road.
Okay, Helen, what have you got for us? Well, Helen has said that would be a dream come true, actually. I can imagine the excitement of winning a brand new Hyundai Grand i10. I'll definitely tell my children about it. All my children, she says.
Oh, what?
Don't leave
like,
anyone
does she
behind.
sometimes leave some of the children out, the less
Don't leave
favorite
anyone
ones?
behind.
Tabag also joined in on the fun. I will tell my mum first and I will take my family for a test drive.
Your mum would be so proud of you as well. Hey, there's something about a mother's love that will just extend to the nth degree. I also think my mum would love to hear that I've got some dessert that I will prepare for you.
You've made all the food today.
I have.
I haven't eaten a thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to come and find you in the
Please
kitchen
come
in
and
just a
find
moment.
me.
Just waiting for dessert to manifest there. So if you yourself are ready to drive into your next chapter, here is how you guys enter. You simply spend 500 Rand or more at any participating Build It store. Easy peasy. Then scan the QR code in store to enter via WhatsApp or use the USSD code found on your till slip and just follow the prompts. And those T's and C's obviously do apply. But for more details, you can head over to buildit.co.za or you can follow at BuildItSA on Facebook and at BuildIt_Yes We Can on Instagram. And this competition ends last day of the year, 31st of December, because when it comes to building your dreams, I'm going to say it loud and proud. Yes, you can.
Why better? Better is harder. It takes more effort. Better is what you leave behind.
I mean, Graham's right. I have been cooking all morning, and right now is no different. Let's get straight into it. It is soft, it is chewy, and it is delightfully fragrant. Lokum, or better known as Turkish Delight, is one of Turkey's most iconic treats. And today, in partnership with Turkish Airlines, we explore the story behind the centuries-old sweet that once graced the tables of sultans and still brings joy to people across Istanbul and beyond today. And by beyond, I mean South Africa, right here in our Westlake studios, because we're going to be making Turkish Delight.
Guys,
have you ever?
What is going on here? Why didn't you tell me this earlier? I would have done nothing else on the show today. I would have just been here in the kitchen waiting to make Turkish Delight.
Right. Okay, we all
Get
love
out
a
of
sweet
town.
treat, so let's get straight into it.
Is this supposed to be boiling like we are going to the moon?
So we're making a simple syrup. Mix
Okay.
equal parts water and sugar. You can go ahead and do that.
Looks
As
about
our
equal.
simple syrup here just cooks away a little bit, but let's start a new batch. Now, as you know, we're making Turkish Delight, and this has been a treat that dates back to the early 1700s in Ottoman Istanbul, when confectioner Bakir Effendi created the first batch using starch and sugar instead of honey and molasses. His shop actually still stands in the city to this day. So I hope we are going to make you proud. We are making it with corn flour today. So let's get this on over here. And you can see over there the beauty of Turkey. Every single place you go to.
Do you think it tastes different if you're on the Bosphorus?
I do
If you're
think so.
Smelling the Bosphorus air.
I agree,
Hey?
and you're in between Asia and like you just on
I
the
love
cusp
the
of
fact
both
that
continents.
You are combining continents. I'm just putting it all in. I
Put
don't
it
know
all
why
in.
I was being so.
Okay, I'm going cornstarch or corn flour, equal parts water, and I'm going to also combine these together. Essentially, at the end of this, we're going to get a delicious meal. Ooh, What happened to your mini whisk?
I know, you've got an industrial whisk. That is awesome. You know, that looks like it could go to space. I don't know what you'd be whisking in space.
Whisking up some oxygen.
Would you always have stiff peak meringue in space?
You would.
Surely it would always,
It would
even as an
always.
A, would just be. Okay, I think.
You think
it
you could
seems
have
to
an
be. It's sugar and it's water and it's going to become syrup. So
Okay.
I'm going to turn that down a little bit.
I'm going to add some colouring to mine.
As always, I'm going to
Ooh.
say what I say to myself whenever
Ooh.
dealing with sugar and oil, but mainly with sugar, it is a burn risk.
Yeah, just
Sugar
watch
in
that one.
water, it is so dangerous. So please, if you've got little ones helping you, which they would want to do when making Turkish delight, just be super, super careful of who's doing what part of
Yeah.
the process, because a little bit of this on your skin, it's a different kind of burn. So
It's a burn
please-
mark for life.
Sorry to be so serious and
You
all grown
did.
up there,
Okay,
but
let me pick up the mood a
I
little
think
bit.
every warning my mother's ever given me throughout my life
was
came to
around
bear
sugar.
there. Yeah.
Smell that.
Wow.
Rose.
I almost just ate the whole glass. That was.
Please don't do
I
that
love
either.
this flavor.
It's
in
good,
the cooking
eh?
competition, I got to use this. It was the only
Ooh.
thing I could actually use in the challenge because I was allergic to all the other ingredients. But I made a
Oh,
salad
no.
dressing with rose.
Oh,
with that, and it just
wow.
worked so beautifully
Ooh,
with
this is
pomegranate.
cooking very quickly.
Wow.
Okay.
This is very exciting. This went from like a game of golf to a sprint.
It did.
Hey?
Oh my gosh, and we're sprinting so quickly. Okay, let me tell you more about this sweet treat as I try to whisk this up. It's
Okay.
going to be a multitasking challenge.
Take the flour. off your-
This sweet quickly becomes a symbol of refinement in Ottoman palaces. Offered to guests alongside Turkish coffee as a gesture of both friendship and respect. I think it's the tool. I'm using the wrong tool. Let me switch over.
You've got to use, but that's what it is. It's actually a Turkish delight whisk.
Wait, actually, you're supposed to also add this in here.
Oh, you are so brave in the kitchen. The way you just do things, it's like you don't even ask questions of the chefs beforehand. You just go. You just like, oh my word. And then you put this outside in the sun. Wait, I've got a stabby thing here. You can do it. Oh, please. Can we do this again for Halloween?
Okay, you try. I'm gonna.
But this I thought is
gonna
exactly
leave you
what
in
you're
charge
going
of it.
for, hey? And then what you do is
It's separated a little bit. Okay.
just get
It
a
does
little
need
bit
to
of heat
melt a little
there.
bit.
We're
Oh my
going
God,
for. I know. I was watching you. There's actually even some of it on your back, which is quite interesting to me.
All right.
So what we're going to do, what we would do is.
Oh, you need to
I
go
think
slow, I
slowly,
think.
and hopefully the heat is going to let it kind of start
It'll melt
mixing up
together
again. It
beautifully.
is. It smells amazing. I wish you could smell how good this smells right now.
The point is we're making Turkish delight, and it is a sweet treat, good enough for the sultans and good enough for me.
It's all about that refinement that you were talking about.
That's
It's good, eh?
fantastic.
Oh man!
I don't know if I'm deserving of this,
I thought I was
but
going to be the first person to come to tears. No, it's starting to melt back down now and become a gelatinous, wonderful thing,
Okay,
whatever
beautiful.
that is.
Then you're going to pour it into that tin and let it cool, and put some icing sugar and
turn you
cornstarch
right
on
down.
the top. And then you have a Turkish delight.
Oh man, and just film it, while you're making it, film it, because that is quite exciting as well. The joy here is if you actually go to Turkiye, the street vendors there will sell it literally all over the place. But it started from that epicenter, then spread across Istanbul, displaying pastel-colored cubes dusted in sugar, flavored with rose water, pomegranate, lemon, or pistachio.
Yum.
And I think we often miss some of the varietals here. Glokum was more than a dessert. It was a shared cultural moment exchanged during holidays like Bayram or at family visits, showing warmth and generosity. Perhaps how a mother and a mother-in-law and a daughter
Will come together.
It's coming together perfectly.
It is.
And then
For me, the color is absolutely stunning. That like pastel pink.
it looks like a
It really, I mean, look at it.
It looks like a rose course.
A rose quartz, it does.
It does, hey?
Which all brings
Okay, there we go.
clarity to the heart. So shout out to Turkiye for really, I mean, we tried our hand at it. And if you would like to please go ahead and you can find the recipe online. But work slowly is what we're saying.
then
Low
we'll
and
just
slow.
gradually add the sugar to our cornstarch mix,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we are winning. No, I think this is you're just gonna keep stirring.
You have to just keep stirring it, right? All right.
It looks amazing. Now, this is Turkish charm in every bite. If you're dreaming of wandering through Istanbul's spice-scented bazaars or tasting tradition at its source, come over to our kitchen. Let Turkish Airlines take you to your next destination where you can get the real deal. Book your next adventure at turkishairlines.com.
I need to actually go to Turkey now to get the real deal because this was not cutting it.
I'm going to keep whisking.
Yes,
and
I'm
it's
hopeful.
going to come together.
I promise.
It's really starting to come.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. We just spent some time drawing up plans for our food truck, our Turkish Delight food truck. We're going to take it on the road, and it's going to be spectacular.
I look forward to
And
it.
maybe you want to invest. Maybe you're going to come into some money and you want to invest in our business. Well, there are more wins and more thrills if you play your daily lotto because there is an estimated 400,000 Rand in the jackpots and an added new daily lotto plus with an estimated 150,000 Rand in the jackpot.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money to get your hands on. So don't get left behind. Buy your tickets now in store. Head to the website nationallottery.coza. There's the mobile app and cell phone banking, or you could simply head to your keypad and dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD.
And good luck. And we want to see the signs. So we've said officially we're going to cancel Friday. We're going to make today officially Friday and the start of the weekend. And luckily, Amos is here to help us do it.
Oh, yes, we continue winning right here in Johannesburg, everybody. Amos is on standby, about to turn up the heat with his hit single titled Party. Come on, make some noise.
Abahlala bafuna umsini emajaridini phethishini thola ama-signature Abahlala bafuna umsini emajoritini. Ezishini, thola ama-signature.
Listen, Mzansi. Yes, it is Glenn Vrydag. This is Amos, everybody, all-star, superstar, here to talk to us about all things the festive happening on the 19th of December. Just finally, how do we catch you next week?
You catch me on my social medias, Amos_Chili. Yes.
Yeah.
Not Amos, Amos.
Amos. Ladies and gentlemen, it truly has been fantastic. Thank you for choosing to start your day with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We get to do this and so much more tomorrow morning right here on S3. Mwah! Come on!
Another Feel Good production.